Yeah. This is
Oh.
my character list.
Don't select that then. Why did you select it if it's not even your character?
I was just trying to see what it was. Like, why is this in my thing?
That would be in everyone's thing because it wasn't claimed by anyone.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
everyone's.
This is my first time seeing it.
Yeah, it's because I was messing around on Fantasy Grounds.
Oh.
Ugh! Oh god. All right. Whoops. That was not supposed to be. I need to do this. Yeah, the main reason why I was thinking that we weren't going to be putting this up on YouTube is because a lot of this music. So, unless the music just doesn't play in it.
I can also add like a copyright thing because we're not monetized at all, and I could just make sure we not ever be monetized. Because then it shouldn't be a huge problem. That's where the main issue comes with that. But I can also add in the description a copyright claim and all that, and saying like, hey, we do not own any of the music rights to any of this. I know how to write all that. I can do that. That'll be fun.
Copy pasta.
Why in the world did this suddenly stop playing? Oh, failed to play track. Something broke when playing the track.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh
I
no, never
am
shall we go.
trying to.
Die. Hello.
Oh my god, is that a Zach?
It might be.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Zach.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
I actually got
Yes.
scared for a second there because I forgot the fact that
Yeah, I forgot Zach had a voice. I thought he was mute.
This is
There we
this is
go.
a moment.
It'll be like
Momentous
that.
occasion.
Thank you.
Everybody just mute him, and it'll go back to the way it was.
No,
No.
no, I love Zach's voice.
I miss hearing Zach.
Yeah, I haven't heard your voice in so long. I was really confused for a moment there about who the hell that was. Okay. Let me actually get things queued up. I was trying to figure out how in the world to do something because I forgot that I didn't know how to do it until after I tried doing it, and I was like, oh. So, where the hell is the song? Oh no, the music, it's gone. I don't know how to play it. Oh god. There it is. All right. So whenever you guys last left off, you guys got your butts handed to you by a bunch of tiny spiders, and a few larger ones. A bit of an unfortunate circumstance all around. After hearing the fact that the swarms of spiders that were down in the mines were not going to be lessened anytime soon, and in fact seemed to be ever increasing, and were starting to head towards you, you guys made a rational decision of retreating for a moment in order to lick your wounds and probably think of a better plan of action than what you guys were planning at this point in time. So after probably about, let's say, 2 hours at this point in time of heading all the way back up through the mines, you're now at the entrance back to where the kobolds had all been doing their mining on the upper layers, due to the lower layers being inaccessible at this point in time, for obvious reasons. You do see that a couple of the kobold guards that are around that area give you a little bit of a look, and then one of them actually runs off without saying anything to the group. After about 20 minutes, you see Salty once again slowly walking her way down the paths towards you, taking her sweet time, as she always seems to. And after probably about another 5 minutes of her walking in order to just actually get to you guys, she finally stands before you. You're back so quickly. Did you have issues in the mines?
Well, we had a few. We kinda got swarmed by a few of the swarms and had to use our spells quite frequently. But bonus is we understand what we're up against and we're coming up with a plan.
Yes. We may have underestimated them a little bit at first.
It was a bit small miscalculation.
Your heavier set friend here seems to be having a bit of issues. Do you need something?
I don't know you enough to let you call me heavyset, but I'm gonna let it slide this time.
I don't think you ever introduced yourself, so I don't really have a name to call you by.
This is our friend Fate.
My name is Alexander.
Poor Alexander.
He looks
My
really
friends call me
confused.
Fate.
Alexander, then. She kind of pauses for a moment before she looks towards one of the guards that were accompanying her, and she says something in Draconic that some of you may recognize as her saying, "Go get him some water." And they give a little bit of a salute before running off. And she turns back towards the group. So I'm assuming that you'd want to rest, yes?
Some rest would be nice for now.
Yeah, rest and strategize.
Of course. Then, please, follow this way. And she starts walking back up the path at her same old pace.
We
we're just
slowly,
over
step by step, follow.
All over 2'5" height. Not going anywhere fast. But during that trek, the kobold that left did come back, and actually it has a tray in hand of several mugs of water that he hands towards you guys. Well, more like holds out the tray towards you guys for you to be able to take a mug should you wish.
Yeah, I'll take a mug and I'll thank the kobold.
All right.
I snatch one up and just start gulping it down.
All right, make a Constitution save.
Yeah.
All of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyone
no.
who drinks the water needs to make a Constitution save.
Well.
Yeah, I'll take water and drink it then. Yeah.
I
Can
got
someone make a
2.
roll for me? Because I'm not in the chat yet.
Oh my god. Fate. Yeah, I'll make the roll for you.
Please.
Boom.
Thank you.
All right.
Are you kicking me out the bed?
Yes.
Fine, I'm going.
I don't know why in the world I answered for her, but you know.
Thank
Well,
you.
clearly the same answer.
Anyways, so you guys all take a deep drink of the water, and are caught off guard by the acrid taste of it. It tastes like as if you're drinking like kind of thin blood almost by how metallic this water is. And Casseron, you definitely start gagging and pretty much just spit the water right back up. The rest of you are able to somewhat choke it down, but it's a little rough.
I take it the water is locally sourced.
Ugh.
Yes, right here in the mines. Looking at Casseron spitting up the water. Despite the taste, the minerals are good for you.
I do apologize, just not quite. Looks at his cup. Used to it.
I've had worse things to drink.
I would imagine so. You don't know what in the world she means by saying that. So you guys continue moving on. After probably about a trek that would normally take you maybe 20 minutes, takes about an hour instead. You guys are led to a smooth opening within the tunnels. And she stands off to the side and motions in. And looking in, you guys can see the fact that there are things like leathers, bedding. Amongst some other things, there's little candelabras for candles and light and things like that in order to make sure the fact that you can actually light up the room. It's quite expansive, too. Probably about like a triple room that you'd normally find at an inn. Whenever a lot of the rooms within Kobold Dens, from what you've seen so far going through here, are not really that big. If there's anything else that you need, be sure to ask one of the guards, and don't wander off by yourself.
Very well, thank you
Goodbye,
very
Alright.
much.
After that, she gives you a little bit of a nod of her head, and she starts to slowly meander off at her normal pace. And you do see the fact that one of the guards that were accompanying her actually stands outside the entrance to this room that you guys have been given.
Neat. Alright.
Yeah, so
So,
we'll plop her butt down, sit.
yeah, Casson will sit down. So, I have a bit of a plan formed together, though everyone can tell me their opinions of it as well. So it seems like, from what I can tell, the swarms of spiders do not really take too much damage from our weapons. They seem to really get affected by our spells.
Yeah, it's because they're just kind of small and hard to hit with weapons.
Very true.
Probably best
And-
for us to, keep our distance from them and maybe take them out with magic.
Very true. I do agree with that. And Fate, just listen to me on this. I know it's gonna be a little bit finicky.
Okay. You have my attention.
I say if we see any of the swarms, we have the spellcasters start out first. Now we team them up. So what I have an idea is Eris and Bastion, you two team up. And Eris, whenever you see the spiders, you go and try and eradicate them as well as you can. Same thing with you, Fate, you team up with Bond. And same thing, trying to eradicate the spiders with your spells, do the best we can with that, but also keeping and maintaining our distance. Also something that unfortunately would have been very useful, and I do heavily apologize that I may have not used this to our full ability, but I can explain and I can show you what I mean. And he will go ahead and cast Invoke Duplicity, and you will see another perfect illusion of Casron right next to him. I have this little trick up my sleeve.
There are 2 Castrons. How would you clone yourself?
Oh dear, the divine has many wonders. But we can use this to our advantage. We could possibly, I'm not sure how smart these little things are, trick them into attacking this extravagant fellow here, and let you two get a head-on on attacking them.
Oh, this is wow. This is far too much of an opportunity to pass up. I'm gonna take out my carving knife. All right. Now, which one's the real one and which one's the clone?
Have fun try and find out which one is which.
Oh, I also have minor illusion too. If we're going down the deception route.
You have minor illusion. Even better. That is actually a
Okay.
very, very good idea.
Are you sure we shouldn't maybe try to force the kobolds to help us on this adventure?
Unfortunately, with how our arrangement kinda explains, or how our arrangement is here, we were technically by Avengarde, we have to help them without their help. I mean, we can always ask, but I really don't think that'll look really too well on us. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be bested by a bunch of insects. It's just,
You make a good point.
ugh.
Very well.
Yeah, I want to go down there and, get some vengeance on them.
But, similar plan
But I would like to say.
But that's for the swarms. Mainly we want to deceive them into attacking the fake me, or an illusion if you want to cast one fates, and try and get a few extra hits on the spiders, and then do our best to keep the melee out, but also help support the spellcasters when they can. Bon, I saw use an excellent dodge, and Bastion, I guess it's because you're metal. They just really couldn't affect you. I mean, I think one really bit on you really hard, but how are you feeling?
Fate hit
A
me
little
with
echoey.
fire.
Fate can use fire. Now, for the wolf spider, somewhat similar plan, but with these guys we can hit with melee. So we're going to again team up. We're going, again use
I can maybe put them to sleep.
That's a good idea. If we can at least get them all gathered in a similar area and keep us back up, that's a brilliant idea. Though I will say the team's a little bit different for what I thought of. I took notes on this because I knew I'd forget.
You're a little echoey, by the way, Jess.
That's gonna happen because Dylan's right behind me. Sorry, I'm a bit loud.
Yeah.
But similar plan, kind of organizing groups and take them out as fast as we can.
Maybe not, rush out into the middle of the room and let them come and let the spiders come to them and just bait the spiders into our field,
Basically, bait them out with illusion or an illusion or someone fake that they'll be like, delicious person. And then as soon as they get caught up in the illusion, we blast them. Though, something I can do with this guy, points at his illusion that is still there. I can cast spells through him. They can't be concentration, but it's an option that we have.
Ooh. So it really is like having 2 cast rounds.
Basically an extra cast round that can't talk as he looks at it.
And there's also a sacrifice.
Yeah, he is a sacrifice. um, Again, I can also put on resistance on others, which might be extremely useful for you, Bon, because I don't think you can tank the hits nearly as well as Bastion, but you can lay on the damage I've seen.
Yes, that's true.
Wait, so you're saying I can't do damage?
No, you can do damage. Like, I plan on having you do damage with the wolf spiders, because they can take on the you can easily hit them with your melee weapons. Our really biggest issue with the mines is the swarms, which has been overtaking us.
You misunderstood me. That's fine.
Okay, you plan to explain?
Nope.
Alright. Any other suggestions, ideas, thoughts?
Well, let's also not forget about the oil and, fire as well.
True, that was also useful. Maybe, Iris, you can also, if you use that rock that you had, it was like lit up. Can maybe throw it forward so that you guys can get a better image in the dark.
Yeah, for those who can't see that well. In the dark.
Everyone turns to Fate.
Wait, what? Why's everyone looking at me? I have impeccable night vision.
Oh, do you?
I don't say anything back. It's kind of.
But that's what I had came up with. Though we still have those other third type of spiders that we haven't even gotten a chance to deal with yet. Oh, something I blatantly almost forgot. The webs, Bon, you set the webs on fire. Maybe before we enter a room, we make sure to set the webbing on fire to maybe attempt to take out some other extras.
That might also work.
I feel we also have to be really careful with fire because it will affect everybody in the mine since the smoke will just travel all the way back up to the surface.
True, I did not think of that.
Or we could just trap it all in a room and then we won't be able to breathe and pass out and die down there.
Do you breathe?
Do you?
Yes.
Alright. I won't question it.
Alright.
Ventilation.
Correct.
So, good idea. We don't want to smoke out the entire area. Anyone have any other suggestions, or...
I think it's
You
gonna
all
be a
noticed
struggle
at this point in time the fact that Bastion's energy, like the light in the eyes as well as any other lights on it, have sort of like started dimming down. Bastion, your point of exhaustion is really starting to take its toll on you. It's been hours and hours since you guys have not only traveled away from Avengarde to the mines, pretty much it's been around 10 hours at this point in time. And you guys have gone through some extensive combat. Casseron, you're really starting to feel this as well. As well as at this point in time, you guys actually hear a bit of commotion outside of the room. And looking out, you all can see that there seems to be a procession of kobolds going from inside the deeper parts of the mines up towards the surface from the looks of it.
I poke at the guard and kind of point and just like, do you mind informing me what's going on right over here? What's the procession for?
He kind of glares at your fingers for a moment before he looks up at you. Trespassers.
Interesting.
Ooh. Trespassers. I haven't.
Go ahead.
I haven't had a duel in a while. Do you need them extinguished?
Fate, we just fought spiders. I'm pretty sure we're all exhausted. I don't think we can take another fight.
The kobold
This
hearing
isn't a
what you
fight.
say.
This is a
Fate.
mercy killing.
The kobold hearing what you say, Fate, shakes his head. You deal with spiders. Us kobolds deal with other kobold problems.
See, Fate, he has it under control.
I see.
Yeah, they
No.
said they usually handle things themselves. It's just that this has just become a problem where they can't.
Castron, you being near the opening of the room, I want you to go ahead and make me a perception check.
Hell yeah. Perception. I got a nat 1.
Nope. Yeah. There's a lot of kobolds that are walking by right now. In fact, it almost seems like as if all the kobolds in the lower parts of the mine seem to be heading up. You do notice the fact that there do seem to be some of the guards as well. It actually kind of has you a little bit worried, as if all the kobolds leave the bottom of the mines, then what's to stop the spiders from coming through? But you would hopefully assume that they wouldn't leave the upper parts of the mines completely undefended.
Yeah, I just... You know what? I think my exhaustion's getting to me. If you guys have had nothing else to add to the plan or ideas, or maybe it could wait till the morning, I think I need a well-deserved sleep.
I think we all do.
Yeah, I'll just add one thing. I'll say that what I need is I think we are probably going to inevitably still need to use fire. We should probably maybe keep it moderation.
Use it sparingly.
Eris, as well as anyone else who knows Draconic, but I think that is only Eris.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only me.
I need you to make me a perception check. All right. You hear coming from up inside the tunnel, up the tunnels towards the main hall. You hear cheering, and you hear the faint sounds of the yipping of kobolds in Draconic, saying, "Kill the trespassers! Kill them!" Things like that, and it seems to be slowly echoing down. And you almost see the kobolds outside starting to get a little bit more excited, as some of them are actually starting to kind of like climb over other kobolds and almost like hurry towards the main hall.
Yeah, upon hearing that, Eris's ears will have perked up. It seems like they really want to kill these trespassers. I think they'll, they should be able to overwhelm them with sheer numbers.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Let's just hope it's not anyone we know.
Go back to swigging my water.
I actually want... I want Bastion... I want Bastion, Fate, and Bond to all roll me an insight check.
Okay. So not in the thing.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna get it in a second.
Does exhaustion make it to where I have a disadvantage?
I think the first one... First level exhaustion. Oh god, I'm blanking out on it. I believe it's disadvantage on ability checks. I always get confused between the first level of exhaustion and the second level of exhaustion. Because one of them makes it where you have disadvantage on ability checks, and the other one has it towards disadvantage on ability checks and like disadvantage on like attacks or speed have. Yeah, it's disadvantage on ability checks. So yeah, you have disadvantage. Unfortunate. Third is disadvantage on attacks.
There you go.
Oops. Well, Bon. Contrary to what the rest of the group seems to be thinking at this point in time, these kobolds don't really seem like as if they're in a hurry to like defend anything. You don't notice any of the kobolds holding weapons or even makeshift weapons. They all seem to actually be going up there pretty much barehanded. And there isn't a look of determination. There's more of a look of excitement on their faces.
If they're planning on killing these people, they don't seem to have any weapons to do so.
They're
You're
probably
right.
going to eat them.
They seem more excited than they are willing to do the deed.
I mean, we can always ask our friendly guard to see if we can go see what's going on. But I doubt he'll let us through. Kind of peeks at him.
Last roll. Bon, I want you to go ahead and roll me a... Let's say a history check. Nice. And there are some times in which trespassers or people who may have, say, broken a law or
Uh-oh.
are going to witness.
Okay, what did I miss?
Nothing.
The thing about the... What was the, I lost connection. What was the, history check? Like, what did Bond learn on that? I'm sorry.
Oh.
It seems like the kobolds are going to go witness an execution from what I've read in the past.
Interesting.
I wonder who they're executing.
Probably some trespassers. Let's go look. Maybe we can see what's going on. That wouldn't hurt. Learn more about kobold culture.
All right.
That's
Bastion goes to sleep. Fair enough. All right.
I'm also going to go to sleep.
All right. Fair enough.
you sure you don't want to go to sleep, Catherine? You seem tired.
I am exhausted, but you guys good alone? If you're going?
I think he'll be fine.
I mean, you do know Draconic.
That'll save her.
Bastion, hush.
I
I'll
can
go-
tag along, I just hopefully we won't end up in a fight.
True.
Yeah, we'll stay back. We won't get involved. I won't
Alright.
head up and go to the guard.
Alright.
Alright.
Good night. I'm gonna get the rest. Sleepy.
All right. So, Eris, Bond, you two head out towards the guard, and the guard is like hopping from foot to foot. You can tell the fact that he looks excited, yet he's trying to do his duty of actually staying here. He looks towards the two of you as you exit out of the room, and his look of anxiousness immediately goes to a frown. as you ask for permission, Eris, about going to see what the commotion is, the guard has a sort of confused look. He looks a little perplexed for a moment, and then almost like a dawning of realization, and he gives a vicious nod of his head as it looks like excitement has taken him over once more, and he almost dashes up the tunnel towards the main hall. He stops like 30 feet ahead and then looks back, and then he like motions towards you guys. Come, quick, quick!
Have fun, don't
Yeah.
get killed.
Be fine. We won't get harmed. We'll stay
Probably.
back. Yeah. We'll. I'll start going out towards them.
I'll easily keep pace with him.
Yep. So, as you guys... Oh, whoops. Oh, get back in there. As you guys are following this kobold up, you guys get to the... You start getting close to the main hall, where you hear the droning murmur of many kobold voices kind of mixing together. And every once in a while, Eris, you hear the "Kill the trespassers" over and over again, sort of in different parts. And as you come into the main hall, you are just blown away by how many kobolds are in this main hall. Like you saw during the morning sort of meditation that you all were a part of, that there was a lot of kobolds that were here. But there's so many kobolds in here that you really can't move past the entrance. Luckily, they're all short, so you can see towards the center where there is a giant circle of kobolds around what looks like 5 kneeling figures.
Can I make out the figures, or am I just too far?
You're a little far. You can tell the fact that they're really small. There's 2 of them that are about the same size as kobolds. In fact, they look oddly familiar because they are kobolds. And then there are 3 that are actually not kobolds. Due to your distance, you can't really tell what race they are, but you can tell that they either have to be a small human child or they have to be a dwarf or gnome. Like a small dwarf or a large gnome. The other 3.
So yeah, I'll look down at our guard friend, see if he's trying to get a good sight.
Oh, no, he's already gone. You don't know where he is.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
looking
wow.
around, you can see looking around, you can see the fact that there are kobolds that are like clinging on the sides of walls, that are sitting up on giant boulders that are jutting out from the sides of the cavern walls. There, everywhere you look, there is a kobold in some shape, way, or manner. All except for in the very center of the room. You see Salty walk out from amongst the crowd of kobolds that make way for her. And she starts to speak in Draconic. Fellow denizens, it seems like as if we have ourselves some gnomes. And saying that, you hear a bunch of boos and jeers from the crowd of kobolds. And some actually throw rocks at the 3 small gnomes that are tied up.
They don't seem to like gnomes. I'll say to Bond.
They seem to have meandered their way into our mine and into our storeroom. The thieving little rock brats. As of old traditions, we deal with gnomes but in one way. And she motions back towards the cavern wall behind her, where you see that there are about 6 kobolds that are really, really high up on this cavern wall, and they look like as if they're holding something. And they let it go, and it unfurls, and you see the fact that it is an enormous banner. Like, this thing is probably about, like, 30 feet wide and 50 foot long. It covers up almost that from ceiling to floor of this cavern, and about half the wall over there. And I don't know why in the world. What in the world? I keep saying that it's disconnecting due to inactivity. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's weird.
Never stopped before. Anyways. But looking at this banner, you see the fact that it looks like a skull that is been shattered in a way. Here, let me see if I can show you guys a. It looks like as if it's been partially shattered. What looks like might be fang of some sort piercing through the top of it. It goes all the way from the top of the skull all the way down through the jaw. And on the skull and the fang itself seems to be on what looks like some sort of emblazoned shield. Go ahead and roll me a religion check. Eris with disadvantage. Here is, boom, the symbol that you guys see.
I have no idea what that means.
Nope. Bon, you can also roll a religion check.
Disadvantage?
No, you do not have disadvantage. You are a monk. You are a big part of religion, just in general.
Yeah, you're a religious man. I'm not.
So, through all of the monastery that you are at has like pretty much 3 different gods that it sort of worships. It has 1 major god and then 2 minor gods that it worships. I won't go into details on what those gods are. You can share those as you wish. But on top of that, as being a part of religion, you have to know what gods your gods that you worship are friends or foes with, what they stand for, who they might interact with in some sort of way, in order to kind of get your way around the religious world that you now live in. You remember seeing this symbol, and it was just in brief passing, sort of brief mention of this god, and it is the god Kurtlemak, the god of kobolds. You kind of have a fuzzy memory on what exactly happened with that god, but the god seems to have been missing for a very long time. And from the vague memories that you can bring up, it seems to have had something to do with Garl Glittergold, which you remember is the god of gnomes. Goodbye, Alexander.
Wait, what?
No, it says you disconnected. Oh, wait, no, man, it said you connected. Welcome, Alexander. My apologies.
Yeah, Fantasyland's going to take its time with you, doesn't it?
Sometimes.
But yeah, so in general, you realize the fact that this symbol is the holy symbol of Kurtlemak, the god of kobolds. And Kurtlemak seemed to have had a feud that has lasted seemingly forever with the gnome god, Garl Glittergold. God, I hope I'm saying that name right.
Sounds like it reminds me of Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. So, as the banner is fully unfurled, you hear a cacophony of cheers as well as jeers going on. Cheers for the banner, and yet you also see even more pebbles and stones being tossed at the gnomes. And you see Solti kind of has a small grin on her face as she kind of just slowly turns watching the crowd. And then she lifts up her hand, and you hear the jingling of the gold bands on her wrist as the cloud almost immediately quiets. We don't only have gnomes, but we also have a few kobold trespassers. Foreign kobolds from the south. Tell me, cousins, what exactly are you doing in our mines? One of them doesn't move at all, but the other one sort of seems to fearfully kind of look around at the crowd. You can't really tell the actual look on his face, but he looks anxious. Great chieftain. We're only here for exploring the tunnels. We found a cave, and we wish to see if there was any baubles to be found. We ran into the great spiders down below, and we were running for our lives when these strangers saved us. Salty watches them for a moment, and then motions another kobold over. You can see this kobold seems to have a quite regal-looking headdress, and on this headdress you see the same exact symbol of Kurtlemak on it, as well as what looks like an instrument in hand. They say, Salty says something to this kobold quietly, and you're unable to hear from the distance that you're at. And after a brief conversation, the kobold that was called over, that you can probably safely assume might be some sort of cleric, seems to cast a spell. You see a sort of earthy brown mixed with gold light kind of originate from his feet and then spread out. And you see a shimmering wall appear from where the circle ends. All truths will be found within this zone. Speak your piece once more, and we'll see if you lie. The kobold once again repeats it, and Salty looks towards the cleric, and he gives a small nod. And you see Salty look back towards the two kobolds, and then kind of wave her hand. And from the midst of the crowd, you see 4 more kobold guards come out and grab the two kobolds and then just drag them away. There is nothing else that is said. The kobolds will be dealt with, but for now, we have gnomes to deal with. And once again, you hear the jeers of the crowd as another guard, a larger kobold, comes out wielding a sword and stands behind Salty. I understand. And she says this in common, so you can understand this, Bon. I understand that you may have accidentally wandered into our mines, but it is our mines, and we suffer no trespass. You should have understood this before you stepped in our lands. The kobold guard standing behind Salty steps forward and grabs one of the gnomes and kind of slams him into the ground. And he gives a bit of a yelp before he forcefully kind of crinks his neck up in order to look at Salty. You know that our king will never forgive you for doing this, right? Salty gives a bit of a grin. See that I care. And you immediately see that the gnome's face that seemed to be impassive immediately goes pale white. And she makes a motion with her hand, and the sword drops, executing the gnome.
Ooh.
And as that happens, you hear cheers from the crowds once more. And you hear, Eris, some of them in Draconic saying, "The next one! The next one!" Salty waves her hand. And
Oh, I
immediately
wish I
the
was
crowd,
level 3.
immediately the crowd quiets once more. And she motions towards the next gnome, and the next one is grabbed. You can't do this! We're struggling from the spiders as much as you are! Please! Just send us on our way, we didn't mean to trespass! Salty says nothing as she just drops her hand, and once more the sword just drops, executing this gnome as well. And as the cheers are going on, Salty just drops her hand once more, and the third gnome is executed. And Salty turns around and raises both of her hands up, and you hear a booming sound resonate throughout the entire cavern as you recognize it's Salty's voice. See what occurs when the gnomes trespass on our lands. We will suffer no trespass. You have had your entertainment. Now back to the mines. And immediately, even as the cheers are only slowly dying down, you see in the different tunnels, as well as the main tunnel that you guys are still standing in, hundreds of if not thousands of kobolds filtering their way through them, disappearing back into the mines.
Yeah, I would be just heading right back to where we're, set up to rest.
Before you know it, the guard that you had accompanied to the main hall has already appeared right next to you guys, actually, and is following you guys right back to the room. All right. So, you guys make your way back to the room. It's a little rough. Kobolds are getting underfoot, overfoot. Literally, there's kobolds literally everywhere. They don't seem to be tripping over themselves. They don't seem to be tripping over themselves or even over you, but you seem to be tripping over them. It's kind of actually marvelous to see. But you do make your way back, and after a bit of struggle, you finally make your way back in. Especially you, Bon. You're a little on the larger side. You also have some gangly arms. It's a bit rough. So you make your way back, and you come back in, and you see the rest of the group is passed out, asleep, curled up in different bedding, sat down in different areas if you're Bastion. Or maybe Bastion's laying down. It's up to you.
He sleep and they go.
He sleeps just directly standing up. But yeah, so you guys are finally back at your room. And are free to do a small bit before going to sleep, should you wish, or you can go directly to sleep.
I'm just gonna go directly to sleep.
Okay.
Eris kind of didn't like what she saw.
It's fair.
Vaughn will probably just meditate a little bit before going to sleep, just to calm down.
Yeah, technically, I'd go into a trance. I'd actually sleep.
All right. So, let me go and boop.
Yay!
There we go. So, you guys have fully rested at this point in time. If you guys wish to do a wake up order, that is your prerogative. You can do rolling initiative. If you don't wish to do that, then you don't need to.
Well, I would have pretty much never woke up first. I would have, after my 4 hours, I would have gone to the garden to see if there's any place I could do some cooking.
Try it.
Oh yeah. Duh. Elf. I for some reason forgot the fact that you were an elf. I guess I'm used to you being a human.
Bond gets
Yeah,
up before
so-
me.
I would have gotten up, probably gone and defiled some tomb or some graves or something.
So, upon you asking if there's anywhere that you could really cook, the guard looks a little confused at you before shrugging and tells you to wait for a moment.
Yeah.
He's like, you cook?
And after probably about like 5 minutes of waiting, he comes back with another guard. She tells you to follow her, and after about 20 minutes of walking through like a winding amount of like a ridiculous amount of winding tunnels, you probably would not be able to find your way back on your own. You're led to you're led to a somewhat short but very wide chamber where there looks like as if there are sort of like dugout parts of the stone where you can see there are fires. There's enormous cauldrons that are placed on some of these fires and things like that. There's little openings into other smaller chambers which seem to have like bags of goods. There's probably about like 30 kobolds that are running around on top of each other, over each other and stuff like that, going back and forth, and they all seem like as if they're cooking.
Oh, they're cooking.
This is the Upper Mines Kitchens. If you wish to cook, do so, but hopefully you brought your own ingredients. If not, assist the other kobolds in cooking.
Yeah, I don't think I actually have my own thing of ingredients, 'cause, unless I can do something like our rations.
I'd say that unfortunately you'd probably have to forage to get some other stuff to go with the rations in order to really do any cooking, but it'd be kind of hard to do so in the kobold den itself, as anything that would be worth foraging probably would have already been foraged.
Yeah, probably. I'll just assist them with their cooking.
All right.
So I can, get our party a nice breakfast.
All right, roll that check then. Survival.
Oh, survival.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that for cooking it'll be survival, and then if you have proficiency with the tools, you can add that. Well, of course you have proficiency with the tools, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have proficiency with survival, so how would I add that? Just temporarily give myself proficiency or something?
In the modifier box, you can type in what you would add to the roll.
Oh, okay.
Just click on the box and then type in what you would add to the roll.
It's just a 2 anyway. I can just hit the 2.
Yeah. Boom.
Sadly, my survival is not that good because my wisdom sucks. Well,
yeah. You're a little confused about what exactly it is that the kobolds are really cooking. They seem to be throwing like random little ingredients in different spots, but after working with them for probably about an hour or so, you're kind of getting into the rhythm of it. And though you're not really sure what it is exactly that they're cooking, you are actually assisting them with it. You are recognizing some ingredients, things like some fruits that have been dried, some vegetables, mushrooms, and things like that, as well as some nuts and berries and things like that. And then every once in a while, you also see the fact that they also do have meats that seem to have been from the valley up above that they add into some things. And you're actually a little surprised looking at what they actually do have here. The fact that they also have things like flour and potatoes. That they don't really seem to be using them as much at the moment. Overall, it's a little weird whatever it is exactly that you're cooking. But over the course of the next few hours, the cauldrons seem to be kind of like emptied out into like smaller cauldrons and then ferried out by other kobolds into different parts of the mines, and then like 20-30 minutes later they would come back completely empty, and then kobolds would like jump in on it, wash them out, and then it'd pretty much be a repeating process, almost entirely spent the entire time cooking. And it seems to be for the most part the same thing at this point in time. It seems, from what you can tell, it looks like as if it's some sort of weird stew.
I will ask them if I can take some of this to my friends.
The kobolds that are near you at this point in time kind of look to you and then look to each other and then shrug. Yeah, go for it.
She'll give a brimming smile. Thank you, and I'll prepare some portions, like total of 5 for the party.
All right.
And I'll ask to be escorted back.
Yep, the same kobold guard that brought you here brings you back. She does help you with carrying the servings, so that way you're not trying to juggle 5 servings of this on your own. At this point in time, once you finally get back, it's pretty much been 4 hours, so it would have been officially a full long rest for everyone involved. Bond seems like as if you woke up first, since I guess Bastion didn't roll, and I don't see Fate having rolled. So, Bond, you wake up first. You notice the fact that Eris isn't here at the moment, and then you hear kind of like the clattering of what sounds like might be silverware and stuff like that on a tray, and you see a second kobold guard with Eris following closely behind walk in with a couple trays of what looks like might be stew. It has a sort of weird tangy smell to it, like citrusy tangy smell. That actually also weirds you out, Eris, as you don't remember any sort of citrus fruit being put in it.
Good morning, Bond. I helped make some food for us.
Ah, yes, good morning. It does have a strange scent, but it looks good.
Yeah, it actually does look pretty good. It has
does,
a sort of light brown, creamy look to it.
I recognize most of the ingredients to put in, so I can give you a guarantee that it's edible.
Well, Bastion, you should have rolled beforehand.
It's okay. I was sleeping in real life.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Why are you so tired, Bastion?
Rust.
Because that's just the Bastion experience.
Rust. The Bastion experience. Yeah, the Bastion experience. Oh my god. Anyways, so, you guys, I'm assuming the two of you start eating these. Eris, if you decide to start waking people up, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'll start waking some people up and say, breakfast time.
So as you're doing that, Bastion, you end up waking up on your own. You're just like, just suddenly power on, fully powered up, ready to roll.
I swing out of bed and charge at the breakfast.
All right.
Morning already.
Yeah.
Why do I smell citrus?
It's the stew.
Why?
I don't remember.
Why does the stew smell like citrus?
I don't know. I don't remember citrus being put in.
Captain will slowly get up and he will look at the food.
Well, like I said before, it's a somewhat actually decently sized bowl of it's kind of like light brown, creamy looking stew. It's hot, steaming. You can see the fact that there seems to be chunks of something in it. From what you can tell, it looks like as if it might be mushrooms. as well as what may or may not be meat. You're not 100% sure on that one now.
Cassie's just gonna look up at Eris, back down at the food, look up at Eris with a raised eyebrow, sigh, and go ahead and take a bite.
You
I hope to make it.
Hopefully it's better than the water.
So you take a swallow of the stew hesitantly, and you're prepared for the worst, and are pleasantly surprised by the fact that it has a somewhat mellow taste, and though it doesn't have any sort of citrus taste, which confuses you, it does have a sort of pleasant sort of herb taste to it. And you do taste the mushroom and the meat, which you are starting to think might be venison.
Cassie will relax and eat his food and nod. That's good.
You're still deeply perplexed by the fact that even though it has no taste of citrus, it seems to smell of it.
Concerned why it smells like citrus, because there's no taste of citrus. I think the meat is venison. Good though. Good though. Not nearly as gamey as some venison we have cooked before.
I feel like that was a shot at Eris, but okay.
Eris will frown a little bit at that.
I'm messing with you, dear. I have to have fun with you somehow.
So, you all eat this. While Eris may or may not have something to say about this.
Eris is just gonna, sit down and eat.
So, you all eat this, and yeah, you all have like this strange feeling of being, I guess I should say, like some sort of disharmonious feeling with the food, as it smells like as if there's some sort of citrus, like as if there's orange or something in it, but there's no orange taste inside the stew. And it really confuses you all the entire time you eat this.
I still don't understand the citrus. Why? Why does it smell like oranges and taste nothing of it? Guard, I haven't learned your name yet. Why does it smell like citrus?
He looks at the food, or what may remain of the food, and then looks back up towards you. Clean, is all he says in common.
Did they put soap?
The kobold shakes his head. He looks a little frustrated before he looks over towards you, Eris.
I mean, you could. That'd be funny. Do a survival check.
He looks towards you, Eris. We use the oranges that we get from Avengarde to ensure refreshing scents for guests.
Eris is gonna, think back to the cooking and see if he remembers that happening.
You do remember seeing the kobolds cleaning the like small cauldrons and the bowls and stuff like that. You don't remember them ever seeing oranges be used, but now that you're thinking about it, the bowls that you're using aren't the same bowls in which the majority of the kobolds were using. The kobolds were actually using smaller bowls. These bowls are actually larger overall. In fact, they're almost the size of, some might say, what like an ogre might use instead. They're actually even a little bit large for you all. But yeah, so they brought you don't remember seeing where they brought them out from, but they were brought out and they looked severely clean. So as far as what the guard is telling you, it's probably true. They probably use the oranges in order to give a refreshing scent towards guests.
Interesting. I mean, not
That's the
bad.
information.
Not bad. It's just interesting.
So, So, you all are completely refreshed, ready to hit the the tunnels, as some might say.
All right, let's
I'm
not
ready.
get killed today.
Well, yeah, Eric is ready. I'm not. I need to use potty.
Yeah, if you guys need to go to the bathroom, go for it, because we're going to be getting into some combat stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
bathroom break hella quick. Why not?
I'm gonna hold it.
Good job, Dylan. Do you need any
Hold
drink
it like
while
a
I'm at it?
man.
No,
Okay.
first is for the weak.
Thirst is for the weak. Yeah.
I want oranges.
I'm drinking orange juice. That's the reason why I actually thought about oranges. Originally, it was supposed to be lemons, but since I'm drinking orange juice, I immediately said oranges instead because I brain farted on other citrus fruit for a moment. Oh, crap. That is the wrong song that I just queued up. That is okay, though.
Oh, Brandon. Whole bag.
Oh, bag. What?
Brandon.
Brandon? What's with Brandon? What about Brandon?
I want him to make me food.
Oh. Brandon doesn't know how to make food.
I know.
That's true. He doesn't. I don't know, but I assume he doesn't.
I don't know what in the world was going on with
But I can start it at least.
the music earlier. It kept, for some reason, saying the fact that it was like disconnecting due to inactivity and stopping and stuff like that. Now it's been fine.
Pancake just feels like being weird.
Yeah. The flying flapjack. All right. Oh my goodness, Zach, I can't get over the fact that you're talking. I haven't heard your voice in like over a year.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I don't know if I've ever heard your voice.
I don't think you have.
Did you turn the oven on?
No. I turned it off just for you.
Andrew said he turned it off. You should probably go check.
I did with my psychic mind powers.
And his orange juice.
Oh yeah, and my orange juice. Yeah, my orange juice powers as well.
Yep.
Alright, I am back on.
So,
Oh, she didn't hear.
Oh, I
He
heard
sucked
nothing.
in power, so all I said was, and his orange juice. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
I'm back.
cold in here. 74?
All right. If we're all good, then you guys pack up, get led back by the guard down towards.
Oh wait, I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand. I have to go rob the grave.
There's no graves nearby. I'm sorry.
Damn it! What the fuck do they do with their dead?
You don't know.
They probably just eat them or something. Yeah, I was gonna say probably just eat them.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Unfortunate.
What were you wanting to try a survival check for, Bon? Like, I saw that, but I was a little confused, and I meant to ask about that.
I think he was talking about survival check for the
Oh, the food?
like
Yeah.
the orange.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So that was what it was for. Okay. Anyways, you guys get all geared up, ready to go. Follow the guard all the way down to the entrance back to the deeper levels of the mines. And you head back in. What is your order of travel?
I'll probably be in front.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be sticking with close to Bastion because that was our, plan.
All right.
I'll stay.
I'll walk confidently kind of to the left of most people.
All right.
I'll stay towards the center.
Yeah, I'll make sure to grab another, rock and use light on it.
All right.
Yes.
I'll use my quarterstaff to clear away cobwebs if I find any.
For the most part, they've been just like burned into pieces by what you guys did last time. As you guys go down, back, winding your way through the tunnels, I'm assuming that at the three-way you head back the same direction that you fled from the first time.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes, we do remember.
You remember what?
Oh, you were about to say something, so I stopped.
No, I was just gonna say, okay. That was all I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because we remember that we heard something coming from behind us when we were running, so
Yeah.
best to try and clear out what we know.
All right.
Should we attempt to be stealthy?
Oh, we can try.
If you all wish to do so, go for it. Bastion, you'll unfortunately be rolling with disadvantage
Yeah.
Wait, why is Bastion rolling with disadvantage?
because he's wearing heavy armor.
Ah,
Metal
damn it,
Man.
Bastion. Metalmon.
Metal Man.
Right.
Nat
moment.
20, though.
All right.
No one can ever see the tiefling.
Damn, you still did a pretty
Boom!
damn good stealth check. You all did a pretty damn decent spell check. Or not
Yes!
spell check, stealth
This
check.
is our moment.
This very well might be your freaking moment, to be honest.
Wait,
Holy crap.
how does Fate have a +1 to stealth when he makes an earthquake every time he walks?
I know, right? It's fine.
It's okay. This is before the
You guys
excessive
wound me.
weight loss treatment that Steelbane puts him through after this.
Oh, God.
Do not tell about my potions. Look, we've been through a lot. Castron, don't do this to me.
I mean, I understand this fate, but like, what's in it for me?
All right.
I'm morally obligated to tell him the second we get back.
So,
You're morally obligated. What about our camaraderie?
you guys make your way.
What about your commitment?
You guys make your way back into the main area, and Bastion, as before I said there were no cobwebs, well, I lied now, because there are now cobwebs everywhere. In fact, there's a lot more webs than there were before, as you make your way back into the same cave area as you did before. This is what you can see right now.
Oh heck, I guess we need to open up the map. Maps.
Yep.
I went to Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah, it's just a picture of a little hut and a wolf-looking dude.
Awesome. I guess.
Oh god.
What?
Nothing. I saw something flash.
Yeah, I was moving stuff around.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, maybe I do. It was a spider.
Well, duh. I wonder why there would be a spider in this spider-infested mine.
I have no idea. I think it's a wolf.
Right.
A wolf
All right.
spider.
Oh
A
no.
wolf spider.
You mean the things
Sure.
we faced yesterday? Oh no.
Oh no. So, you guys see absolutely nothing as you guys go in here. You do see the fact that there are little tiny spiders, not swarms this time, but little tiny spiders that as you guys move forward with light in hand, shining, the spiders seem to run away from the light, disappearing back into the darkness as you all have, as you all appear within this area. There are webs everywhere. In fact, there is extremely thick webbing all throughout this area right here. Oh, I'm making that a little too big. Boom.
Do we want to light this on fire? I think it might be a hazard just for us, at least.
Yeah.
It might alert them to us, but...
Yeah, it might alert them too.
But we might
And
get
it's up to you guys. I can set the webs on fire again like last time.
I see it more as a tripping hazard. It might be a good idea to set them on fire.
Can spiders hear? Because we're talking pretty loud.
Yeah, I was about to say, I need you all to roll me another
Another
stealth
stealth check.
check. Yeah, as you guys are talking about this.
We need to whisper.
Don't know why in the world. Stop disconnecting.
I got
Just
it too this
play.
time.
Alright.
On my screen, it said that you rolled a 20.
Yeah, same. I was about to say that. Like, it looked like it went on a 20.
It definitely showed like the dice rolled a 20 and then it said you got a 2.
Yeah, I was about to say 2 net 20s in a row, but then the thing says a 2. Maybe it did another final roll and just didn't visually show it or something.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't deserve 2 nat 20s. Would have been nice, but...
All
This one
right.
wasn't quite
Wow,
as
the
stealthy.
entire group rolled like pretty much super low. Nice.
Why do they do this to us?
Except for me.
They give us
I
with
know.
one hand and take with the other.
Light it on fire, light it on fire, light it
Well-
on fire.
Well, while we've kind of been discussing this and have just kind of decided, I'll have already pulled out a torch and started lighting it.
All right.
I'll be taking a step back the moment I see him
Yeah,
doing that.
also taking a step back.
I don't want to catch.
Bastion,
I'll
step
also
back.
take-
I
As
don't
you
want
are
to
lighting
fire.
this, you hear the clicking of chitin upon stone. That seems to be coming from up above. I'm going to go ahead and swap these portraits around since Bon, you're now going to be in the front due to this. You hear the clicking of chitin upon stone as you light this, and immediately, just with a whoosh, the fire just pretty much tears through the webs and like rushes up the sides of the walls and down back into the mines. And I need you to roll me a perception check real quick. With advantage due to the flare of light.
All of us were just gone.
Just Bon. Natural 20. Nice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal what the fires revealed for just a moment, which would be this right here, as well as this over here, and this down here. Boom. All right, you also see up above an enormous, I mean, absolutely enormous spider. This thing looks like as if it might be probably as tall as Eris, standing straight up. That is hanging from the top of the ceiling. And it gives a strange squeal as it pretty much drops down on a web onto the ground and starts skittering towards you guys. I need you to roll me initiative.
Oh god.
I will also need
Nat
to
1 on
roll.
initiative. Wow.
I got a
Oof.
7.
Right.
I'm also going to need to roll some dex saves for these bad boys, as the fire did whoosh around everywhere. Well, this bad boy, I guess. And any bad boys down the tunnels that are affected by the webs. So, God, I'm going to have to roll some dex saves. I hate you all.
Sorry.
Burning all my webs.
I'm sorry, we're burning your webs. It's not so much of a web browser anymore.
It's not much of a web browser now, is it?
It's now on fire. It's Firefox now.
No, that's the only one I use.
passed away
Oh
from
my
these bad
god,
days.
it rolled a natural 20. And so did that one. And what about this one?
Did you set a timer on those, Jess?
Oh, that
Or
almost rolled a
No.
natural
should I just go
20.
look at them
And
periodically?
let's roll these two.
It should take like 20 minutes. It shouldn't take too long.
And these 4. That one did not roll a natural 20. And neither did those. Alright. I rolled probably about 12 deck saves. No, I'm joking. I didn't roll that many. I do need you to roll me the d4 of damage, though, as they are singed by flames. The unnamed amount of well, the 1 damage. Now it doesn't matter if they failed or not, or if they passed or not, considering they're going to take all 1 damage anyways. Oh, music stopped again. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. All right. So with that, Bon, you're up, my dude. It was a warning. You're up, my dude. There's a spy door. It's about 20 feet away from you. I don't know what zoom you guys are in on the maps, so like I said, the portraits are sized for what I do.
All the way out.
All the way
I shall walk up to it and do a swing towards it first.
I do it. Got to target, but that's okay. It will miss this poor spider, or maybe I should say happy spider. There we go. That one is a hit. As always, the the short sword is a distraction as you deck the creature in the face. A swish of the short sword, and the spider gives like a kind of almost theatrical dodge as it kind of lunges up on the hind 4 legs and gives a bit of a squeal at you, and then you just like deck it straight in the gut.
Neat.
You're neat.
I'm also neat.
Yay, we're
All right.
You are.
Is there anything else that you wish to do? Nope, I guess not.
Why is this giant spider 2? Does that mean there are more?
Yeah.
How dare you?
How dare I? What do you mean, how dare I?
I thought we were friends.
Yep.
No, we're
how dare
never
you.
friends. Bastion, it is your turn.
Oh no.
You hit it. Yay!
Yay!
All right. So you you chunk into this spider. Freaking it like kind of gives like this sort of gut reaction that you normally see a person do whenever they get punched right in the stomach, and it kind of like folds inwards a little bit, and then you just run up and like slash off 2 of its legs, as well as kind of cleaving a little bit into its side as it gives out a weird chittering cry. And now
It's probably calling friends. Oh
It-
no.
it's Giant Spider number 2's turn. Yay!
Hey, it's gonna kill us all.
It will kill you all.
Oh
All right, but in all seriousness, it targets you, Bastion, and it lunges at you, and it kind of like tries to grapple you with its top 4 legs, but unfortunately chopped 2 of them off, so it can only really like kind of grab at you with the other 2, and you're able to use like your shield to fend off those legs while you're using your sword to block its fangs from being able to sink into you. And the spider just you're kind of like in a little strange like tug of war with the spider at this point in time. As it fails utterly. Castron, it is now your turn.
Oh, yay. Alright. We will move there. And I think my 2 fighting boys got this under control. So I'm going to target it. Aha. And do Toll the Dead.
It fails, so you roll the d12.
Aha. A 6. And it's
It's
dead.
sleeping.
It's sleeping.
It's sleeping.
I hate to
Good
break it to you, it's
night.
very dead.
I said good night, Castron.
Alright.
It's just
So
an eternal sleep.
yeah, internal sleep. So yeah, you point at it, and you see the spider kind of give out another chitters cry as it kind of like sways back and forth, and then it kind of like shivers and twitches a little bit before it just like slumps to the ground with a crash, dead. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
No, unfortunately not right now.
All right. And then, boom, Eris, it is now your turn. What do you wish to do, Eris?
Is Pancake playing? Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some minor miscommunication. Not communication, but for me, communication. Ah, heck. My Discord's all funky. Uh-oh. We have to hard close that. Okay, Control Alt Delete. Task Manager. Discord. In task. Minus. Oh, there's an update, of course. I gotta fix this problem next time. That's gonna be fine.
Oh, the light does illuminate out to 30 feet, isn't it? Or is it 25?
It's a 20-foot radius
Yeah,
for
so.
bright light, and then another 20-foot dim, which is basically my dark vision. Actually, less than my dark vision.
All right, so you can see pretty clearly out to over here. And you see the fact that there seems to be some like kind of reminiscent embers of some of the webbing that seem to be sort of like raining from the ceiling and stuff like that. Just kind of fluttering down. You kind of see that all around you at this point in time as the remnants of the webs are incinerating into ash. Fate, it is your turn.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and
Yes,
just
it
like
is.
eliminate.
I hear more
This bro.
spiders chittering out throughout the cave, but I can't discern exactly where they're at.
Oh shit, do we have a map?
Yeah, there is a map.
Yeah, there's the map.
Are we back in the mines?
Yep.
Yeah, mine of Avengarde ones.
Avengarde, there we go.
The mines of Avengarde.
God, this music is creepy. It's not supposed to be this creepy in the mines, but I couldn't find more fitting music.
Sounds good to me. I like it. Good ambiance.
All right, I'm gonna move up.
All right. Roll me a perception check. For you, go ahead and yeah, just roll it normally. Nice. All right.
Not a bad.
So, you get your lumbering body into here, and you hear what Eris says about the fact that there are chittering noises kind of throughout the mines, and you're looking around, and from what you understood, the first spider that appeared seemed to have appeared from above, so you kind of take a glance up above, and once again, that disconnected. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyways. You see this bad boy right here up on the ceiling. Boom.
Shit.
And you also see off in the distance this one, just barely outside of the visible light.
Okay. Well, great. I see 2 other giant spiders, boys.
This one's like looking at me behind me.
All right.
There's-
So, Eris, you, after Fate does his turn, because you only used your movement, you'll be able to use your held action to target the first spider that was pointed out, which would be Giant Spider 1.
Already. They're above us.
Well, it kind of turns around and looks.
Nice. Yep, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. Alright. Boom. That is a hit.
Blast that bitch.
Opening my mouth and just blasting it with a beam of frost from my mouth.
Yep.
So you guys just almost like combined almost at the same time. You see Fate reach out his hand and make like a gripping motion, and this strange ethereal bluish white hand kind of grabs onto one of the legs of the spider, and you see the kind of brown, the stone brown chitin part of its leg start to almost decay as a strange blackness starts to spread from that, and then the hand disappears. At the same time, you see a beam of freaking blue light, bluish silver light, just shoot up and strike right into the back of the abdomen of the spider, and with both of those attacking, it gives out a strange little squeal. As from there, it would actually now be Giant Spider numero uno's turn, and it is going to actually do this. All right. So, you, Eris, get under the effect of its web as it kind of points its abdomen that just got struck by the ice towards your direction, and it shoots out like this strange like net of webbing that hits you and wraps around you. And I'll need to go into this and give you...
It's getting sticky stuff all over me.
Yes. All right. So you are currently restrained as you are now pretty much completely covered in webbing. You all see this freaking webbing get shot out from the butt of the spider and completely wrap around Eris. And before Eris's mouth gets covered, you hear, "There's sticky stuff all up," and then as the webbing covers her mouth. From there, Bon, it is your turn. There are 2 spiders that are up on the ceiling. Unfortunately, the ceiling is sort of like 30 feet high. So you're going to have a bit of a hard time reaching them with your sword or fists. Oh, did it just double restrain you?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to read exactly what restrain does.
Oh, you just put restraint on yourself like 3 times.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
I didn't know I could put it on multiple times. I was just trying to read it. Apparently, I can't. But I was distracted by my little brother.
Ah.
So I guess I can't read exactly what they do from this.
No, I always have to
I'm
look
going
it
to
up.
assume I can't do. I'm just going to assume I can't do anything.
Yeah. Pretty much what restrained does to you is it makes it to where you can't move and you can't take actions of pretty much almost any sort.
Maybe aside from attempting to get out of being.
Yeah, I was about to
restrained.
say you can attempt to get out of it, but you have disadvantage on all dexterity saves, and all creatures have advantage on attack rolls against you. You can technically attack while you're in it, but all of your attacks are going to have disadvantage.
Ah. Okay.
I keep forgetting that I'm thinking of paralyzed whenever you can't take any actions. Anyways.
So what I have done is moved closer, thrown a dart at it, and then with my bonus action, if I can, I'll try to help at least start unrestraining Eris.
Unfortunately, the help action is an actual action of itself, so you wouldn't be able to do that, unfortunately.
All right, that's fine.
Boom. All right. So with that, I want you, Bon. Actually, I was going to tell you to go ahead and do this as you're moving closer to this and have a different angle. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Nope, never mind. So, this is gonna be interesting. You guys see from out of the darkness, pretty much directly above you guys. You're not really paying too much attention, so you don't notice it. But there is actually another spider that crawls down the side of the wall, almost directly behind you, Eris, and strikes at you. And let me go ahead and do that. Oof. It still missed on that.
Oh boy. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention because my little brother was talking to me.
Yeah, so it goes ahead and attacks you, and it tries to bite into the webbing getting at you, and all it really successfully does is just kind of like weaken some of the webbing as it just bounces off the scales on your body.
Scales save the day.
Oh, Bastion, it is now your turn. There is 2 spiders that are on the freaking ceiling, Giant Spider 1 and Giant Spider 3, and then there's 1 spider that is on the ground, which would be Giant Spider 4.
So where's Eris on the map? Because it looks like she's still at the top for me if it bit her.
Nope. Eris is top as the square to the top right of you.
Weird.
Jess's screen makes it look like she's still in the entrance tunnel. That's funny.
There.
Oh, that's weird. Anyways, yeah, Bastion, it's your turn.
I'll move here and try and help Eris out of the webbing.
All right. So you can do this 2 ways. Technically, actually, go ahead and roll me a nature check. Just a free nature check for this to see if you would realize this.
It's free.
Yeah. All right. So you can tell the fact that the webs, though, are restraining Eris, are kind of flimsy, and you'd probably actually be able to cut away at them.
So I'll make an attack roll, right?
Yeah, you can make an attack roll, and just go ahead, and you don't have to target anything. Just roll the attack. All right, so you slice at the webs, and you're cutting through them. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right. As you are doing this, you are cutting into the webs, and you're able to slice enough of the webs away to the fact where they kind of somewhat fall off of Eris. Some of them are still sticking to you, Eris, but for the most part, you're actually able to move around. Now, it's that the webs are no longer completely restraining you from really doing much of anything. You are no longer restrained by the webs. Boom.
Yay!
All right. And from that, it would now be this Spider's turn.
Oh no, spider.
And it is going to drop down and attack our friend back here.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's actually going to shoot out some more webs. And, yeah. Fate, you get shot from the side by a bulk of webbing, and you get restrained.
That's great.
So let me go ahead and... Like I said before, you can attack, but all attacks will be done with disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Boom. With that... Boom! Castron, it's now your turn. There are 3 giant spiders around you. You don't like
What?
spiders.
No, I do not. I hate spiders.
2 of them are on the ceiling. 1 of them is right next to Eris, who was just freed from the webs by Bastion.
Neat. So I'm going to invoke duplicity, and go ahead and make a copy of myself.
All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Oop.
Oh shit.
It, for some reason, did not do what I wanted it to do.
Can we not make second version of me?
Why is there a random character with no name owned by you, Matt?
I was gonna eventually start making another Eris for a bit we can do to Tasha's Cauldron.
Oh,
I just kind of, made it there and just left it.
all right. Well, yeah, just go ahead and make a second. You, with just
Yeah,
the picture.
How do I do that?
Just go to the character selection and create a new one.
Yeah, you think I know where that is either?
Oh my gosh.
I've never had to select another character.
It's
If he
where you
is-
select your character.
It only shows up in the beginning. And it disappears.
It's fine.
Just
Alright.
click PC.
Yeah.
Where's PC?
Yeah.
I just found it.
I can't drag this portrait. Oh god. Oh,
This
I
one.
can't. Oh, is it because it's not technically a part of the party? Is that the reason why? Fake. Fake Ron?
Fake Ron.
How rude.
It's fake me. He's not me.
Okay, come on. Just get in here. Let me do this. There we go. Where are you placing him?
He's going to be Right here.
Okay.
And basically try and form a distraction to try and lure the spider to try and attack it instead of Eris.
Okay. So,
And then I'm going to move back away. Actually, I'm gonna move over here. But yeah, back away.
okay. So, with that,
That's all I can really do because that takes an action.
yep, and then a bonus action to move it if you want to.
Yeah, I already moved him because he basically appears where I'm at.
Yeah.
So.
Eris, it's your turn. You're not restrained. There's a giant spider in front of you. Suddenly, a random freaking Casseron appeared right next to you. Kind of looks weirdly misty.
I will use my action to disengage.
All right.
And I'm going to move back into the tunnel here.
All right. So, as you do that,
that'll be my turn. Yeah.
yep, as you do that, it will go on to Fate. You are restrained by a giant spider that is up above you on the ceiling.
Yeah.
You can use your action to attempt to get free of it if you wish to. Or you can make an attack. Unfortunately, you will not be able to move while restrained, though.
All right. This one's on the ceiling. I
Yep.
can't even click my damn target because Bastion's name's the way. All right.
Spider 1 is on the ceiling, Spider 3 is on the ceiling, and then Spider 4 is on the ground.
Spider 3 is right in front of me.
Kind of. I mean, on the
Oh.
ceiling in front of you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on him.
It is 30 feet up. Burning Hands will not reach.
Fuck. I'm going to cast False Life.
Alright.
So nothing happens, and I get like one shot or something. Okay.
Fair enough. Alright. You got 5 temporary hit points. Nice. So, with that, Fakeron doesn't get a turn. F you, Fakeron. Alright, so there's a giant spider up here. Comes down. Right here. Instead of targeting Eris, who has fled like a little pussy, it's gonna target you. My dear, dear Bastion. And it attacks. Oh, with a natural 20.
Oh dear.
You take 9 points of piercing damage as it tears into your not so very fleshy body. Its fangs seeming to pierce straight through the metal that you're formed of. I need you to make me a Constitution save. Actually, wait. I roll that for you. You failed. Congratulations. You feel the acidic green goo that is on the edge of these fangs course into your body, starting to burn away at your insides as the poison seeps into you. Man, you either don't get hit or you just get absolutely destroyed, don't you? There's no freaking two ways about it. Bon, it is now your turn. You just saw poor Bastion just get torn apart. I mean, it was only 12 points of damage compared to like the 27 that Bon took that last session, but you know. Ugh.
So is Giant Spider 1 on the ground now?
Yes, Giant Spider 1 and Giant Spider 4 are both on the ground now. It is right in front of you, and it is focused on Bastion.
Alright. Same as before. Distraction and hit.
Yep. Oh, wow, the distraction hit. All right, yeah, you slash into that dude. Ooh, natural 20, nice.
Oh, good job.
It was too. It was busy for chomping down on Bastion.
All
He's
right.
doing his job as a tank, distracting the enemies.
Murder it. Nice. That's some pretty decent damage. All right. So, yeah, this spider is like freaking like wrapped around on top of Bastion, almost like enveloping Bastion. And it's like freaking weirdly hairy chitinous legs, the fangs like sinking into like the back instead of like in the throat or anything like that because of how large this thing is. And you just take that chance to just pretty much shove your short sword straight into its side and rip through it. And as you're using the momentum of ripping the sword through the abdomen, you use that momentum to just slug it straight right back where you just sliced through it. And you actually see the thing sort of twitch for a moment. It doesn't even squeal, it just twitches for a moment, and it kind of like slumps a little bit to the side as it looks severely wounded from that. You see this strange, like, blackish green ichor just pouring out of the wound. It's now
Sick.
Giant Spider number 4, and it's gonna roll an intelligence check, see if it can... wow, that was a really high intelligence check, but no. Yeah. It's gonna go ahead and it's gonna target that Fate Cast Run. And it's gonna attack. And it's gonna miss. Because I think you're invoked. Because it has like a. Well, no, I think it has a 10 AC, doesn't it?
I'm looking.
Shoot, I probably should have looked at this, shouldn't I have?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Oh,
it
God.
now again. Because it really doesn't say anything. Basically, how it works is starting at 2nd level, you channel divinity, an illusionary duplicate of yourself. As an action, you create a
Oh, so there is no AC. So most people would probably be able to kind of tell the fact that it's a illusion.
Yeah.
Well, the spider's too stupid.
Spider's dumb.
It literally has an intelligence of 2.
Yeah, the spider's dumb. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure the spider is a dum-dum.
So yeah, it just like it lunges at the fake Casseron and kind of like goes through it, and it kind of tilts its head confused as it lets out these weird chitinous like hissing noises. Bastion, it's now your turn. You just got messed up by a spider. How do you feel?
Since it's a giant spider, you have nothing to worry about, my friend.
Oof. Yeah, no, that spider's really getting to you.
Ooh, damn.
It you completely go wide as it kind of like slumps to the ground a little bit, and you try and swing back at it in retaliation, and because of that, the sword swing just goes completely wide. As it is now Spider number 3's turn, and it climbs down right in front of you, Fate, and it gives your thick, juicy meat a look as it bites you.
No!
For 8 points of piercing damage. Let's see this Constitution save. Ooh, nice. Since you saved against that, you do not take the poison damage. Oh wait, no, you take half as much on the poison damage. Whoops, I always
Fuck!
I forget that it's not the same as the poison spray and all that other crap, where if you just succeed, then it doesn't do any damage. So yeah.
Like, you mean like cantrips?
Yeah.
Glad I casted that on there.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing you cast that because you have like 2 HP left.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it like chunks into you, and you feel the gout of poison just get injected straight into you.
How much
As-
damage did it do?
Overall, it did 13 points of damage, I think. Let me see. 13, half of it, 6, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, it did 14. Oh my gosh. It did 14. What?
It rolled really high on the poison damage,
I
unfortunately.
have 9 HP left. That's not
No, you
right.
are wounded 9 HP, so you have 2 HP left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Yeah, that actually blows. See?
Yep.
I told you, Mike, one shot.
Yeah. Castron, it's now your turn.
Neat. Well, bonus action do this. Can just get out of the way. Heal.
All right. Some of the poison kind of like gouts out of the wound as you feel the healing words of Castron overflow you, and the wound somewhat kind of seals back up. Most of the poison now gone from your body.
No. Ah, heck. The spider. I'm done looking at it. It's gross. Toll the dead.
All right, it fails. So roll that d12. Nice.
It's not dead yet. My god.
Yeah. Giant spiders can be some beefy sons of guns.
Oh my god, kill it.
Beef.
Eris, it is now your turn.
Oh, and I'm all. You know what? I'm fine. I can stay there.
Oh, you can move if you want.
No, I'm good. Good.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm gonna attempt to like move Fakeron right there, and I'm gonna again like have him wave his arms, like be really distracting to the spider to attempt to get its attention on him.
Go ahead and it says that you can move it as a bonus action. So yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh.
ahead and say.
No.
Oh wait, yeah,
can't
no,
do
you
that.
already used your bonus action.
So
Never mind.
It's right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
Eris, yep, go. Murder.
I was actually not gonna murder. I was gonna help Fate get out. I was gonna of his restrainedness so he can move his blood
Yes.
body.
Yes. That would be. What do you mean, my butter and body?
I guess I can take a dagger, maybe. I don't know.
Alright.
That might not be enough to destroy the webs. I don't know how strong they are. Considering.
You can.
Use a cantrip.
I'll say as a free action, I would say that you could do an investigation to try and see how weak the webs are.
All right, it's not my forte, but
Looking at them, you could see the fact that the spiders, while huge, are not really the best web weavers. The webs are sort of for restraining weak prey and then like taking them down almost instantly. They're not for holding them for a long time. AKA the AC of the web is 10 and the HP is 5.
okay. I guess I will take a dagger and.
All right.
With the AC.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're able to, with some effort, cut through it. It gets a little bit tough whenever you start getting up to like the higher parts of it, especially since, you know, Fate is a little bit more heavy set than most people in the party. Anyways, so you cut through the webs and you're able to get it off. Fate, you are no longer restrained, but you still got some sticky webbing all over you.
That
I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, I'll use my remaining movement to duck back into the corridor.
You will be taking an attack of opportunity
No,
because you
I
are
didn't
within
think
its attack range.
I didn't think I would have been its attack range. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
With it being so big, it's kind of hard to tell exactly where it's positioned. I guess since you do have it in the middle, but
Yeah, it's in the middle because it's a large creature, therefore it takes up 10 spaces instead.
Yeah.
But yeah. So oh well, it made a natural one, so yeah, no, it definitely does not miss. Yeah, it's fate instead. No, I'm joking. It tries to lunge towards you, and one of its freaking legs actually just stabs into Fate and just kills him.
Oof.
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah.
it just makes all of the fat just pour out of him.
Liposuction.
Yeah, there we go.
Liposuction. You
All right.
fucks.
It's your turn.
Oh my god. That was dirty.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
I got it. Oh fuck. Alright.
Let me move this a little bit more. There we go. Towards more in the center.
Oh,
I hope you
Giant
guys
spider
didn't hear
pretty
my
still in front of
phone
me. Okay.
giving
Well,
I didn't hear your phone at all.
good, because I just had it give me like 3 weather updates in a row, and I'm just like, I don't need you to tell me what the temperature is every like 2 minutes.
What is
Yeah,
the
I'm
temperature?
gonna cast. Well,
Well, Fate is thinking about what to cast. It's 45 degrees right now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's warm.
You feel with
Kind of,
cells?
yeah. 45 degrees
alright.
Celsius.
Gonna
That
cast Burning Hands. Damn it.
And
It failed.
it fails. Yeah, so no, it takes max damage. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, it fails. Okay.
Yeah, it fails.
Don't worry, I was confused by it too.
Yeah, no.
Yes. Okay. Nine.
Nice. So yeah, there's this gout of flames spraying out from your hands in the direction of the spider, and it tried lunging towards the fresh piece of elf meat that walked into its line of sights as it ducked in, cut you free, and then ducked back out, and it missed because of your just juicy body just being too tantalizing for it.
Yes.
But during that opening, you just spray it right in the face with a gout of flame, and it gives out a little squeal as the flames just cover over it, and you see all the little fibrous hairs on its body just get incinerated, and now it just looks even more ugly than it did before.
Alright, now that I'm free, I'm gonna run.
You will not be taking an attack of opportunity because it's already used its reaction.
Great. I'm gonna go hook up next to Castron.
All right.
What's up, my dude?
What's
What's
good?
up, my dude? Sa, dude. Anyways.
I know what you were thinking. But yeah, I was moving right there.
I'm proud of you.
So, Bastion, it takes its last vestiges of will, this giant spider number 1, and it tries to lunge towards you, but it kind of like weakly does so, and its fangs like barely scrape across the top of your armor as it starts to just sort of like slump towards the ground, looking severely weak. Mon, it is your turn. The spider fucked up.
This spider fucked up.
All right, there's the flourish,
Gotta really punch.
and there's it never fails to amaze me the fact that that happens every single time. So
Nice, look at it, shiny punch.
I know, right? You flourish your sword in front of it. This time it doesn't end up stabbing randomly into its abdomen and doing a bunch of damage to it, but it does scare the spider a little bit as it rears back, and you take that opening to just deck it straight in its face and then slam it straight into the ground with a squelch as you now have spider ichor all over your hand.
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. Alright, so that one is now gone. You still have your movement should you wish. Yeah, it literally only had 1 HP left, Casseron.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, you did 1 HP of damage too little.
It's alright, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Boom. So, I'm going to roll this now with some advantage. All right. So it's gotten wise a little bit. It knows something's up with the fake Casseron. So instead of targeting that, it now goes ahead and targets this weakened fool over here. And it lunges towards you, Bastion, and it lands a hit. Wow, this time it wasn't a crit.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it was not a crit this time, but you are downed.
Oh, god.
Ooh.
You do succeed. God, I think something special happens if you... If. So, due to this, you feel your consciousness fade away from you as the spider lunges onto your body, and you all see Bastion just slap straight into the ground as the spider is now on top of him. Bastion, as your consciousness fades away for the moment, you feel a strange numbness go over your body, as I don't think you have any immunity to the condition of poisoned.
I don't think.
Not yet, he doesn't.
Yeah, I was about to say not yet, if you ever even get it. So you also have the condition poisoned.
Oh dear.
All right. And with that, it's your turn, Bastion. And you succeed that death save. Boom. Giant spider numero tres. Some tasty, tasty, juicy meat is trying to run away from it, and it doesn't really appreciate that. So it's going to move
No.
over here.
Oh
And
no.
No,
Fate,
no, no.
you're just so tasty.
Oh no.
No,
tasty.
no.
It has to take some of that.
I'm on a diet!
And you
Why,
go
Jay?
down. Oops. Let me undo that, because what just happened there was an accident. You were supposed to do that. Okay, yeah, no, you failed. So.
Yes! Leave me alone!
No, I'm
Says
saying
dying.
you failed,
Fuck.
not
Yes,
not
because
it.
I'm dying. Fuck. No!
Yeah, so you are also under the effects of poisoned.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
As you all see the fact that Fate also goes down under the body of this spider, and you also feel this numb sensation overcome you as your consciousness fades away. Casseron, it is now your turn. You have 2 downed allies right now.
Ah, fuck. Well, I know one can heal.
One of them, the one that can heal, is unconscious.
That's why I'm trying to probably go and heal him first. I'm sorry, Fate.
I have resistance to poison damage though.
Oh, you have resistance to poison damage?
Yeah,
I mean,
without
that...
Warforged stuff. That probably wouldn't have downed me if I had known that.
No, you're Azamar, remember?
Oh
Yeah.
Guess what they are. Let me just shove you over here. Okay. Boink.
I'm pretty sure you're just resistant to necrotic and radiant damage.
yeah. Yep.
And... Who's that?
Alright, Bastion, you are awakened from the depths of death. as you feel the healing light of Castron come over you once more, but you still feel that numbed sensation as even though you are now conscious, you are still poisoned.
Cool. Bonus actions spells I can't cast as an action, correct?
Technically, no.
Got it. Just making sure. Oh, fuck.
But a lot of people allow you to do it anyways.
That's up to you. If you want me
Yeah,
to
I was about
allow
to
it.
say, I think I'll go ahead and allow it because, in my opinion, a bonus action is sort of like a secondary action. And so if you, in my opinion, if you are using a bonus action timed spell, you should be able to use your action to cast the same spell if you wish.
Alright, well. Aha, I can heal the both of you. But I'm out of spell slots for healing after this. Please don't
But
die.
can you use 2 spells that aren't cantrips? You didn't let me do that last campaign.
That has to do with the fact that you used Quickened. Quickened specifically mandates the fact that a spell of one action that is turned into a bonus action through that lets you only cast a cantrip after it.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Fate. I don't think it's working. Oh no, it's oh wait, fuck. Sorry. Okay, now I'm connected onto him, and then
Struggle is real.
You've rolled minimum healing every time.
It's unfortunate.
I'm trying my best.
She's too scared of spiders.
I'm very scared.
He's too scared of spiders.
And
Are you
gonna
moving
move
somewhere?
over here.
Okay. So, Fate, just like Bastion, you feel the cold claws of death fade away from you for a moment, but you are still gripped by the, you know what? I also need to add this condition, because technically, once you fall unconscious, you are also this. You also feel that strange numbness on you as you are also still poisoned.
Great. So
Poison makes it to where you have disadvantage on all attacks.
gotcha. So I gotta roll my save, right?
And ability checks. No, you are no longer unconscious.
Great. Yeah, you're right. It just says
You are just
Well,
prone
I'm
and
gonna-
poisoned.
okay.
Alright, Eris.
Also, sorry, I should have asked this before. Has it been a minute in combat yet or not?
No,
Okay, just making sure.
it has only been like 20 seconds.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I poke my head out, from the little, my little hidey hole I've been using. And oof. Well, I'll use my frostbites to attempt to at least, make it a bit harder to attack my allies.
Alright. Alright, and it fails. So full damage. Nice. So Giant Spider 3 has disadvantage on its next attack, which is good. Fate, you are prone and poisoned, and also in close proximity to the spider that just really wants you right now. You're going to have to spend half your movement in order to stand up.
Okay.
Which means you only have 15 feet of movement.
All right.
Are you disengaging as your action?
Oh, I wasn't engaged, huh? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
No.
can use the disengage action to disengage, and it won't get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. Hold on. There's no. I guess 'cause it's supposed to be a roleplay spell. I guess I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
All right. What are you creating with this illusion?
An illusion of fire all around the giant spider.
Uh,
I'm hoping animal instinct will cause it to be terrified and flee.
you can create. It's only in a 5-foot cube, which means that it would only be in, say, like,
Right in front of me.
kind of. It would pretty much be like if it was like right here. If you see the orange square right there.
Yeah, I see it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much where it would be. Oh god, now I can't get rid of it.
Then when I roll a deception and try to fool it,
It would have to roll an intelligence check to see
Okay.
if it would be able to discern this illusion.
all right, let's try it.
All right. So, that would be your action. Is there anything else that you wish to do? It'd be on its turn that it makes the intelligence check.
Oh, I guess not. I guess that'll be it.
All right. With that, Bon, it is your turn. Your friends are getting messed up by these spiders.
Again.
Yep.
Messed up again by these spiders.
Going to keep my distance and do what I've been doing.
All right. Flourish it. I feel like as if you should have been a swashbuckler at this point. Nice, you hit. With both. All right, so you go and swing in with your long arms. A few shallow cuts across its like chitinous abdomen part, as well as a punch into those same wounds. It gives out a bit of a cry, and while it is starting to bleed profusely from these wounds, it seems to be standing pretty strong at this point in time still. Are you wishing to move at all, or is that good? All right. So, there's a prone bastion on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That looks just oh so tasty. Which means it'll get advantage on this attack. And it still misses! This spider that is on top of you once again tries to sink its fangs into it, and you're just like, not today! As you just block it with your arm and just kind of like shove its fangs out of the way. The poisonous ichor kind of dropping onto your face. You're just like, ew, gross.
Oh dear.
Bastion, it is your turn. You're prone. There's a spider trying to eat you. You're not having a good day.
I'd like to stand up, please.
Okay. You're no longer prone.
I'd like to lay back down, please.
All right, you are now prone
I'm
again.
joking to hurt me.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, you can go prone, and then ranged attacks have disadvantage on you, so you know it's an actual tactical thing. Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's do this one. Yay, I did it.
What did you do?
Cure
I healed
wounds.
myself.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice. So you kind of like slap yourself on the chest, and you see that gold bronze energy kind of like envelop out from there, and it seals some of the wounds of your more your less metally part and more organic parts,
Deal.
and then you hear the of the poison just kind of like gouting out of the wound. It sounds unpleasant. I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
All right. So now this spider that is right next to you, it needs to make an intelligence check.
They're good at those.
Apparently, I don't think. Oh my god. So it sees the fact. It at first it kind of like gives a little bit of a squeal, and then it realizes something of the fact that wow, this fire is not burning.
What the fuck?
And it actually moves over this way. And because of how high of an intelligence roll it's rolled, it's realizing the fact that, this little dude over here seems to be having some sort of influence that's keeping its prey from staying downed.
Oh,
And it comes over in order to attack you, Casseron.
Oh no.
It
This was
misses.
unintentional, Casseron.
Christ.
And it misses. It tries to like lunge towards you, and you're already like as it was heading towards like skittering towards you, you're already backing away. You're just like, nah, I ain't about this life. And you're able to kind of dodge out of the way of it lunging towards you. As it is now your turn.
Thank goodness I had disadvantage on that. Unless that didn't help at all.
No, I mean it had disadvantage. I forgot until after I already rolled it, but I mean it already missed, so it wouldn't have mattered what else it rolled.
Bonus action. Gonna put my fake me next to me so that it has disadvantage on getting me now.
No, it won't have disadvantage.
It says on here it does.
No, you have advantage on attacks against it.
Ah.
Whenever you're within whenever you're both within 5 feet of a target.
Well, maybe it will confuse it. We will see.
We'll see. I mean, it is a new one.
Yeah. And
And they are dumb.
they're dumb.
I don't know if you'd be able to move that there though, due to where it was placed.
Is that not 30 feet?
I mean, you can't exactly. I mean, I guess you can kind of move it through Bastion, but then the spider would have an advantage on intelligence check against it.
I'll just move it right here then. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's already 11? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's already 11:30.
Okay. And then gonna go ahead and hit that thing.
All right, it failed. Roll that d12.
I got the 2.
I mean, at least it wasn't a 1. All right. And with you pointing at it and little jingle bells tingling in its ears, it seems mildly annoyed.
Yeah, hi.
Eris, it is now your turn. The spiders seem to have been putting up pretty good fight, and then all of a sudden seem to have been failing miserably. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna move over here, and I'm going to take down giant big boy fly, or at least attempt to.
All right.
I'm gonna open my mouth and blast it with a nice beam of ice.
Go for it.
And I've just noticed I've been forgetting to, say my things in the chat.
I bet you didn't say anything for the Ray of Frost one.
I think Ray of Frost still. Yeah, Ray of Frost still actually has verbal. It was a ice knife that I don't have verbal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
Casperon, roll a dex save. No, I'm joking.
Oh shit! That's why.
Ugh.
Yeah, this Ray of Frost kind of like you shoot at it and it's kind of like is lunging towards Casseron as you do this. And during that point in time, it kind of like skitters forward a little bit during that lunge, and the Ray of Frost somehow just seems to almost like magically weave between all of its legs and miss it somehow. And yet still somehow almost grazes by Casseron.
Eris is gonna pout a little bit.
Hey, The spider seems to no longer be attacking you. It's still
Yes.
nearby, though.
Use body slam. Use your natural, more incredible gravity to smash it.
I
I don't know
see.
if he gets that.
It didn't work last time, but I guess this time is more of a chance.
Kidding.
If-
Don't do it.
If you really wish to, just roll me a flat d20.
No, I'm okay this time.
Okay. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious last time, but
It was until all the spiders moved and I just took damage. No.
that's fair.
No.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with a chill touch.
All right. You still hit the spider.
What?
Nice.
What happened there? It threw 2 dice out.
It's because you're poisoned, so all of your attacks are with disadvantage.
Ah, okay. So I hit it. Nice.
Nice. Once again, you make that gripping motion towards the spider.
Nah, I'm stabbing into him like Wolverine.
Oh, you're having it stab into him?
Yeah.
So you see this, like, hand knife just, like, stab straight into the side of the spider. And you hear it give out a bit of a scream as you, Eris, you in particular can see this, like, black energy sort of, like, spread out from where the hand is slowly disappearing. And it spreads out, like, probably a good, like, 9 inches in diameter before the hand fully disappears.
Ugh.
Bond, it's your turn. The spiders seem to be slowing down in momentum. I also need to do something else. Ugh. I can't.
If only us spellcasters weren't sucking so bad right now. Well, all the spiders are gone.
The spiders disappeared.
Oops, my bad.
They're phase
I was
spiders.
trying to reveal some more stuff, but there's too many.
I did not want to attack with a dart.
Well, that's okay because you would have rolled the same +5, I think, right? Why in the world did I attack with a dart? Oh, wait, you might accidentally clicked it, didn't you? I didn't take
Yeah.
the ammo, did it? If it took the ammo,
It did.
just click it back. There we go. Oh, whoops. There you go. Yep. No dart used. Alright, there we go. That'll hit. You do 4 points of damage. I'm guessing Spider 4, since that's the one you're in range of. I accidentally messed everything up because I was trying to reveal more of the map, but there's too many portraits up top. I suddenly can't do the thing. Boom. Once again, you flourish with your short sword, and then deck it straight in the side. Tasty, tasty spider. There's gonna be tasty, tasty spider meat for you to cook with, Eris.
Gross.
Yum yums.
I don't know. Seeing the black character makes me not want to cook this
I
spider.
mean, that's fair.
Please don't cook with spider.
All
I
right.
might try with some other,
The swarm of spiders.
This swarm
No,
of spiders. There we
I
go.
don't want to eat insects.
They're arachnids.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Okay, I don't want to eat arachnids. Voice of
And
God.
Well, sometimes we may not have a choice.
I
Yum
have
yum
the
protein.
choice currently.
Anyway, I mean, you might as well get used to it for whenever you don't have a choice. That's all we're saying. Anyways. Bond, is there any... I'm guessing there's no other things that you want to do? I think you can only move at this point, and then I think you're pretty set in your movement ways. Alright. Let's make an attack here. It hits you, Bastion.
Yay!
Oof. Alright, you got messed up again. Once again, you see this spider that seemed to have been... It seems like as if it just doesn't care about whatever the hell it is that Bond's doing. It's dead set on Bastion and keeping Bastion down. Bastion, you are once again, like, enveloped by this spider in all of its hairy chitinous glory. as
get
it takes you
healed.
down to the ground once more, and you are feeling once again the closest of Moradin to your body.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
If that's a fail. Oh no, Bastion's about to die.
Yeah, 'cause I can't heal anymore.
It's okay.
I've been out for 4 rounds this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, ain't it? Cast run. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check. It's an unnatural 0. It seems really confused about the fact that there's 2 of you. And I'm gonna roll a D100 for this. Oops. That's not what I meant. Boom. All right. It is in your favor as it attacks the fake Castron,
Yay!
going through it.
Ha.
Wasting the spider's turn. Castron, is now your turn. Your friend's down.
Can I roll? I don't know if I can. Can I roll like a medicine to attempt to like, or like do a help action to attempt to like get them up or like help them up to like 1 HP?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Cool. Would I roll like a medicine or a help action?
What you can do is you can roll a medicine check.
Okay.
So you use some spare cloth and other things in order to like bandage the wound to the best of your ability in the midst of combat. Field medic.
Basically, you cannot die on me, damn it.
And as you do that, you do manage to like get some of the poison out, helping alleviate some of that pain. Bastion, you are stable, but you are still unconscious.
Neat.
So you have 1 HP.
Yeah. Fate, Ares, please kill this spider. That's all I can do.
Yep. Eris, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, I've been seeing Bond kind of kick this spider number 4's butt. It looks like he's been wearing it down fairly well. I'm actually gonna take out my crossbow and shoot it.
That is unfortunately a miss.
God fucking damn it! I can't hit anything, can I?
You're doing so good last session.
Yeah, getting friggin' hitting basically everything and rolling max damage. I guess it's coming back to haunt me.
I know, right? The 50-50 world of chance. All right, so yeah, that crossbow bolt ends up going a little wide. As Fate, it is now your turn. Bon is wearing down the other spider, like what Eris said, and Bastion is getting messed up by said spider. And there's also another spider in front of you.
All right. Well. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with another chill touch.
Alright.
Alright.
So you hit. Wow, you're hitting with disadvantage. Eris, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I am a little miffed at this.
Oh dear.
Alright, it's under damage.
Alright. Yep,
There's
so
also not doing too much damage either, jeez.
Yep. So yeah, you see another little bluish white hand stab into the side of this spider, and that same
Reaches
black
out and then
energy.
Yep, stabs into it.
Yep. Stabs into it, and yeah, you see the same black energy kind of start to radiate out from the wound. Bon, it is once again your turn.
We were able to completely destroy one spider really fast.
And then another spider wasn't too bad. But then these last two, man. I thought this was going to go by extremely quick after what happened to the first spider and a half. I'm not gonna lie.
Not the same.
Same here, but people have been kind of going down as well.
Yeah. Oof, it was reversed this time. Your sword flourish doesn't distract, but this time catches the spider across some of its 8 eyes that are on its face. And because of that, it lurches backwards in pain, and your swing with your fist actually ends up going wide. Bastion is unconscious.
Oh no.
Bastion, I want you to roll me a Constitution check. I don't think that's the way this actually works, though. But you know what? That's okay. I'm going to do it this time.
Oh, that was a save. My bad.
That's okay. So, you feel bleary as you are able to somewhat grasp consciousness back from the abyss as you feel weak and just terribly nauseous. As you are no longer unconscious, but your action has been taken up. You can still stand up if you wish to, though. You still have your movement and bonus action.
Deal. I'll stand up, but that's all I can really do.
All right. So with that, it is now Spider's turn.
Better to just play dead.
Possibly.
I was gonna say, I'm like, no, please don't get up.
Wait, did you move right here, Casseron?
I moved to like towards the angle right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good, because... Or else I would have been sad because you would have taken an attack of opportunity. Wait, no, I wouldn't have been sad. What? You didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't have been sad. Wait. Alright, maybe I wouldn't have been that sad.
It attacks you.
It hurts.
And you feel the fangs pierce into your side as nice natural 20 constitution save, so you only take half the poison damage. As you feel these fangs kind of stab into your sides, partly into your shoulder, partly into your side, and the poison gets injected into your bloodstream.
I'm tired of
And you feel not only a sense of pain, but also a sense of nausea. There's a giant spider that is like pretty much half on top of you.
I need to make a... So that's the first time I got hit, right? I need to make a,
Constitution check.
Yeah,
See if your concentration breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does.
That will be a break.
So, Fakeron's gone.
Yep. Goodbye, Fakeron.
Get rid of him.
Delete.
Alright, so that was painful. I'm gonna look at Giant Spider 4. I'm tired of Giant Spider 4.
Alright.
Giant Spider 3 needs to go.
Yeah, Giant Spider 3
This
also
man's
needs
a
to go.
beefy
but
motherfucker.
This
Why?
one's literally almost dead. The fuck?
I accidentally deleted you from the combat tracker. My apologies. Just a second.
No!
I was trying to do something else, and I accidentally deleted you from the combat tracker.
Huh, well, it failed its save. Do I need to make its damage?
Just a second.
Okay.
I need to put you... Oh, I accidentally put 2 of you in there, because you don't have an initiative. Well, your initiative was higher than Eris and lower than that Spiador, so your initiative was like...
A 7.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a 6 or a 7, so I'll just put a 6 in there. There we go. And let me put you back on your target. It was because you were targeting both, and so I was trying to untarget the one that you weren't meaning to attack.
Ah, okay.
And it resulted in me accidentally deleting everything instead of just the one that you weren't meaning to attack. Anyways, okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, thanks.
So, yes. You see... So, Do you want to execute the spider or just pretty much kill it?
Execute.
All right, so I'll go ahead and allow an execution for this. So you freaking point out your finger, saying the archaic words for the spell Toll the Dead. And Bon, Bastion, you two see this spider start to like rear up on its back legs. Its four front legs kind of going crazy as it's kind of swiping around, swaying back and forth, and it stiffens up. And you see parts of around where the head is start to turn like blackish gray before you hear a crack. And then where its head is just fades away into ash and gets blown away in the underground wind.
I will not have insects, bugs, whatever these things are called, be the death of me. Now, will you please kill this other one? And that's my turn.
Giant Spider 3!
Giant Spider 3!
It's looking pretty beat up. I mean, it's still on its feet, but it's looking pretty rough around the edges right now.
Alright, my turn now?
Yep. Kill it.
Yeah. Well, since I already have my crossbow out, I'm gonna just have another, arrow. Oh, bolt, and I'm gonna
Natural 20. Nice.
just blow this thing's brains out, hopefully.
We'll see.
Alright.
Ooh. Yeah, nah, it's gone. How do you want to execute this thing? Or do you want me to do it for you?
I'm not sure how to execute with a crossbow bolt, but okay, you go ahead and do it.
All right, so Casseron, you freaking kill this one, and you're calling out for this last spider to be killed, and you're kind of turning around as you're saying this, and you see it lunging up in order to pretty much take you down, along with what happened to Bastion several times, and you kind of give out a bit of a cry of terror for a moment as this gigantic spider is hurtling down towards you, and then all of a sudden you hear a sound as you see a shadow of something go flying by, and you see a part of the spider's head just get blown forward over you, and you feel the ichor kind of come down onto your face, and you wipe it away a bit, and you see the spider frozen in air start to slump down as half of its head is now gone as a crossbow bolt just flew straight through it.
Well,
All right.
Thank you.
That is the end of combat. All enemies are eliminated.
Yes!
Let me
Oh,
Go
my
retrieve my 2 bolts.
kick Fakeron real quick.
You kicked me.
What? Oh shoot! Whoops. Well, that's okay. We didn't need you anymore, anyways.
Be gone, fake run!
Be gone, Fakeron. I was trying to get rid of the freaking portrait thing up there, but I accidentally kicked you. All right, go ahead and reconnect.
Yeah, it's gonna be a second. Oh, damn it. Alright.
Yeah, Fakeron survives.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna try and retrieve my 2 bolts.
Yeah, I would go ahead and say in the small area in which you're in, normally you'd only be able to recover like half ammunition, but in the small area that you're in, you'd be able to find it pretty easily. It's not like as if you're in like some sort of grassy woodlands or something like that.
Yeah, it would make sense. And if you're like out in the open like that.
Yeah. So this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to open some of the stuff in which you were able to see due to where you were located, Bond, but the portraits were kind of in the way. All right, so yeah, you guys are finished through that combat encounter. Go ahead and roll me perception checks. I'll go ahead and roll yours for you, Casseron, as a way of apologies for accidentally just deleting you.
Perception checks. Okay, where the fuck?
Alright,
There
I'm
it is.
back. Gotta reload the map.
I think I rolled.
Boom.
Wait, no, it still has me at disadvantage. 'Cause I'm poisoned. Okay.
Yep.
I guess
Accidentally rolled 2 for Casseron, but yeah.
They were all low anyway.
Yeah. Nice. All right, so Bon, you take a moment, listen. Bastion, you also take a moment and listen. You guys do not hear any sort of skittering or chittering of spiders anywhere nearby. There's like the little tiny spiders, none of the swarms, but some of the little tiny spiders every once in a while you hear kind of like skitter close by, but otherwise it's none of like the bigger ones like the wolf spiders or these giant spiders that just assaulted you guys. And none of the constant like dull drone of any of the swarms either.
I just healed myself up to one damage.
It's not what's showing on mine.
I don't have buttons for my lay on hands or healing hands, so I just did them.
Oh, okay. You meant to where you have 19 HP. That's what you meant. Okay.
One wounded is what I should
Yeah.
have said.
Okay. Yeah, I was just like, what did? I thought you meant that it didn't fully succeed. All right. So, Bastion, Fate, you guys are feeling pretty nauseous still. You're still poisoned, and you're gonna be poisoned for a while now. Is there anything that you guys wish to do at this point in time? We do have a little bit left of the session.
Alright, well...
I want to go explore.
All right.
I don't hear anything, and I'm fine now. I just need to throw up. It's fine.
I just need to throw up. It's fine.
No,
we
I'm
got
not
two
fine.
people who are a little injured.
Yep. Not fine.
We did kind of have our formation just kind of break apart in this.
Confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Fine, sure, we'll explore. Why not? Get me killed. Let's go.
It's okay, Casron. You don't need health.
I need health.
No, you don't.
I do.
Actually, for some reason, I'm not seeing your
Neither am
your
I. I have
HP.
no idea.
You're pretty low on health.
It's still a 9. It's still a 9, but...
Yeah, your wound is 9, so you have 2 HP left. Which
Yeah.
is
Don't
even
worry.
worse off than Fate.
I'm gonna take a short rest up here.
I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep watching them.
Where's my short rest die?
So, do you wish to explore around Bastion?
If I don't hear any chittering or anything.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't hear anything. Neither did Vaughn.
Slowly. Yeah.
Well, while they're resting, I'm going to go investigate those bodies and maybe harvest some pieces from them.
All right.
I'm fully healed.
Roll me survival.
Eris is gonna tilt her head. What are you doing, Vaughn?
Nice.
He's trying to survive.
So, as Eris is asking this, you pretty much pull out like a skinning knife, pretty much kind of thing, and you start like hacking away at different parts of it. What exactly do you want from this spider? You rolled a dirty 20, which means that you can pretty much get at least one of whatever it is that you're looking for. Plus bonus,
just call
obviously.
It a dirty 20.
Yeah, dirty 20. That's what some people call it, is a dirty 20.
Huh.
That's kind of funny.
That's the first time I've heard that.
It's the first time I've heard it too, but I believe it though. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because it's not a nat 20, so it can still fail. So it's a dirty 20. Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
It
If I
like
can't,
it's older speech.
Well, I mean, D&D's old as shit, so.
Yeah. What were you saying, Bob?
if I can, I'll try and at least get one of their poison glands.
All right.
Otherwise, whatever extra.
Let me roll a percentage die for this real quick. All right. So, you go through these 3 spiders. It's a little rough going. You're able to grab probably about, I would say you were able to grab all the spider fangs from them. So you're able to grab 8 spider fangs from these giant spiders. You were able to procure 2 of the poison sacs. The third one, unfortunately, due to where it got hit a couple times, ended up getting destroyed as you're trying to harvest it. You were also able to gather a total of 1 pound of chitin. I'm just gonna go ahead and show all that right there. Boom.
This would have been a fun place to fight.
I know, right? So yeah, as you come down here.
Yeah, we could have, utilized the terrain better instead of just being an open area.
Yeah, to do that, we would have had to run away from the group into the dark.
Well, I think Fate's the only one without dark vision, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm the other one.
Yeah, I meant like you would have to like run in a weird direction and have a small chance of there being more spiders over there, so making it
Yeah,
worse.
true. You mean the figurative dark, not the literal
Yeah.
dark. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Yeah. I guess I will go ahead and give Fate the shiny rock. Only
Yes.
after reapplying the light.
So as you walk over
you-
here, Bastion,
You
can see the
shouldn't
fact
have.
that the mine seems to go go off into the
Yeah, thank you very
darkness,
much, bro.
kind of going downwards. Unlike the area where you're in, where it seems somewhat level, like parts of it kind of like grew up or like down a little bit, but it seems somewhat level. This one obviously curves down to the right.
Oh. I can barely see. Is all of this just wall? Oh, there's another one.
Yeah. And yeah, you see it out to all the way over here. And as you go
Circles
into
around.
this room,
Wow, there's a lot.
yeah, there's a lot to this.
I should have just been using my dash action and exploring while you guys were fighting.
Just like F you guys. And as you go over here, you can also see the same thing. This one curves down to the left instead of the right, though. I'm just gonna go ahead and just reveal over here. All right.
Harris is kind of a little hesitant to explore because of what happened last time.
It's fair. It's understandable why you guys didn't like just blatantly go out and explore around. The rest of it is like all wall, though.
Seems like they didn't.
I'd like to come around this corner and scare Alexander.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
What the hell?
Alexander, roll a perception.
Okay. All right, let's see.
No, you disadvantage doesn't stack. Neither does advantage. So. All right.
Well,
So yeah,
No.
you're too busy resting, and you do not hear the hulking metal man walk up behind you. Bastion, what do you do?
I just yell something in Dwarvish.
Yeah,
Yes,
so,
one the- yeah. It's, Bastion! What the hell? You can't be doing that. You know, people with my size, we got weak hearts. Ooh.
Harris
Oh.
is gonna
Bad.
move over here.
Oh.
Oh, bad me.
Castron said it was okay.
I did
Oh,
not say such
what?
a thing.
Did you find anything, Bastion?
Oh, just
Seems
a
like
bunch
you-
of
Oh.
hallways
Also-
and caverns and stuff.
Fate, since you did rest, you can roll your hit dice in order to recover HP if you wish to.
All right. That one almost done me. That one almost did me in.
Yeah, if you have.
Oh.
Everyone has hit
Well,
dice.
I wouldn't have came back this time either, because I would have died
I
from
don't-
natural causes.
Yeah, since we took a long rest, he should at least have one. I just don't know if he used any last time because we took a short rest then as well.
I got.
Nice.
Got.
All right. So with this, that means the fact that your guys' poison does wear away. So you guys are no longer poisoned, as it was only an hour. And you guys are in the silence of the mines. Bastion, I'm assuming you're going to tell them about what
Oh,
you've
yeah.
seen.
The curving downward.
Yeah.
Did they ever tell us how many floors to this mine there are, or levels?
No.
They did not.
I think
They
they
did
did
not.
mention that it does still go deeper, but they didn't say exactly how far.
Yep.
So the question
And the
is, do we
gnomes-
go left
oh.
or right?
Never mind, I don't know about the gnomes.
Nope.
I was gonna say they had the same problem apparently.
Yeah,
So, do we go left or do we go right? That's our question.
That is the question that I will need to know for next session.
You want us to
I
continue?
Well, it might
Hold
be
on.
good to at least escape this. Not so much escape, but like have a little bit more view of the next area. But I don't think I can
Wait.
really do too much more fighting. I'm all out of healing spells.
As am I.
I've got this.
As am I.
yeah.
How about we explore
Eris
a
is
little
gonna
bit
sigh.
further? We at least get like an idea of what's down there, and then we'll come back up.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't fall out of formation.
Yes.
We is trudging through this.
All right. So, which one do you wish to go down? The left path or the right path? Well, the left turn or the right turn?
I want to go this way.
Bastion
You wanna
wants
go
to
down the right turn?
Yeah. I agree with Bastion.
Alright,
All right.
it is.
So,
With it being
real
tight
quick,
corridor, with it being tight corridors, we can control the ebb and flow better.
if you guys look, you should have a new map available for the mines.
I don't have a brain.
Is it all or uncategorized?
Ooh, new map. Nice.
Yep. And I'm
Mines
going
of
to...
Avengarde 2.
Yep. And let me go ahead and do this as you guys make your way onto here.
Okay, maps. Damn it, I'm the last one to get there. Where are you, damn you?
Hurry up!
I'm assuming same formation as you guys had before.
Mm-hmm.
So
I opened it up. My portrait's not here.
it's
to
I'm putting everyone's portraits on it.
Yeah, he's
Ah!
gonna do that.
I had to know which one you guys were going on, and I don't remember who was actually next to which one. So
Yeah. It was me and Bastion, and then Catron was in the middle, and then Bon and Bait.
yeah, there we
Is
go.
it Fate in the back?
No, it was more like this was the kind of setup. All right, so you guys are in this area with the light. You guys can actually see a pretty large portion of this. I'm gonna go ahead and unmark up to here. Boom.
Could I find another rock, please?
Yeah.
I'd like to cast light on it and throw it up in the... Throw it north.
Wait, you have light?
Yeah, I'm a Asmar.
Asmar gets it.
Oh, yeah.
For just being
Wow.
an Asmar.
Cool.
Wow, you're a paladin with a cantrip. That makes you overpowered.
I know, right?
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no.
so yeah, you go ahead and you throw it up here. Due to where you guys are, I will mark this as you guys being able to make this out.
Any more spider webs?
You do see the fact that there's kind of like some hints of cobwebs here and there. It's actually not as thick. You do see, due to the stone being thrown north, from the kind of shadowy, dim darkness that the stone that Eris and gave to Fate, it didn't really give you enough of a point of view. But now you can see the fact that it seems like as if both to the north as well as just right behind you, it seems like as if it continues off into different sections of the mine. You can see the fact that the one to the north seems to kind of curve, start to curve downwards as if heading deeper into the mine. And due to the fact of where you guys are, consider you guys are actually closer to over here. You can also see the fact that it actually does the same thing down to, well, no, it doesn't do the same thing down to the south. Whoops, wrong map that I'm
I
thinking
could
of.
throw another rock, too. That's probably what he would do.
All right, so doing that, it would open up that, and you see the fact that it looks like as if it kind of splits off in two directions. One part heading east, and another part seems to head south. As you can see, the fact that there is a wall right here. Boom. still, you don't really see too much of any sorts of spider webs or really too much in the way of cobwebs either at this point in time.
I roll a perception to listen,
Go for it.
even though I suck at perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can hear
I'll
anything
give
as
a
well
chance.
with my elfy elf ears.
That's persuasion.
Where?
Congratulations on trying to persuade the spider.
Not just me. I was looking at all my things, so I was like almost about to
I thought you
click it.
told Eris that was persuasion. I'm like, can you read?
No. No, we can't. We don't know how to read.
What does read?
Then how are we doing this?
I don't know.
Magic.
I'm
So
all
the
out of
question is-
spells.
I'm not.
Well, good job.
Wow, you guys all rolled some decent ass perceptions.
Yeah. Even with Bastion's -2. He didn't do
Yay.
too bad.
All right. So, you guys actually do hear a dull drone of skittering from the north as you recognize it as a spider swarm that slowly is starting to head up in this direction, and it sort of stops for a moment
I wonder
at
why.
around where the stone of light was that is now fading away as you threw the other one. And it kind of fades away into the darkness over here, becoming invisible once more. But you do hear the skittering, but you also hear a strange thrumming sound that you really can't place where in the world this might, what in the world it might be. And as you are listening to this, it sort of sounds. Eris, roll me a Arcana. Fate, you also roll me an Arcana.
You mean the dice, right?
Yeah, an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, back in my younger days, they used to make fun of me and call me the big arc. So I didn't know.
Nice.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh god.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word unnatural.
They also used to call
so-
me the dirty 20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bastion, this is probably something that you wouldn't really have too much
I just wanted to join in. I understand.
yeah, experience with, so
It's okay. I read about it.
Eris,
So did I.
you feel like as if there's some sort of strange, like raw magical energy that is around here, and it's kind of like the thrumming that you're hearing seems to be like almost resonating inside your blood. Alexander, while you don't really feel that same thrumming sensation,
Mm-hmm.
you've heard a similar sort of buzz before, back at the academy
Mhm.
for the short duration that you were there, and it is actually whenever a being is crossing planes, as you see appearing out
So like
of
a thumbing spell.
yes, sort of. But
Okay.
more like, in this case, a blink spell, as you see
Okay.
a enormous blue and white spider appear out of nowhere
What the
right here.
fuck?
Who shoved
This ain't
me
no natural
forward?
spider.
Yeah, no, we should run.
I will give you. I was about to say I'll give you all one. I'll give you all one of two choices. You can either roll initiative and we'll end the session, or you can bolt,
Run.
and you will once again have to roll athletics checks for me.
I'd like to push Casseron down, then run.
Why?
All right. I'm gonna jump over Casseron's fallen body like a fat man hurdle.
Okay.
Why are you all like this? Athletics.
So that's 3 people that are voting for run. So yes, everyone roll me athletics as
Oh
you all
no!
are having to run.
Why? Why would
As
you
you
do
hear-
this to me?
Oof. Unnatural
I really,
one from
I really
Catherine.
was shoved.
And then Fate also rolled a natural 1. Okay.
Oh no.
Overall group was able to somewhat hurry their way forward, well, more like backwards, as you guys are now not forced to run up 1 level where these spiders are infesting, but now 2. as you guys are bolting back up the direction you came, hearing the skittering of spiders from both the swarm and the enormous clattering of the chitin from the phase spider chasing you. As you
know
guys
my fat
bolt
ass
back
can't
up.
run. What y'all expect?
Casseron, Fate, you will both be given points of exhaustion as you guys have to exert yourselves beyond belief in order to be able to escape these spiders.
Here I go
It's okay.
again.
Oh,
Carry
that's
Casseron.
awful.
Oh, thank you.
Why you carrying Casseron? Why you ain't carrying me?
No one can lift you.
Correct.
Oof.
No, he had liposuction. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That was an alternate universe that we were seeing.
I see.
All right,
Oh,
so
God.
you guys once again bolt back up into the safety of the upper mines as you slowly but surely hear the fade of the spiders chasing you, of their pursuit, fade away into the background.
I hate to say it,
And
but I think we might need to buy healing potions.
I miss.
Hopefully they have them. If they don't, well, we're gonna be coming up and down this place quite often.
so you guys are all back in the safety of the kobold den, and this time heading down and then back up was probably a round trip, plus the fighting, probably a round trip of about 6 hours. You guys make it back, and you all are pretty damn tired from the exertion, but none more so than Casseron and Fate. Salty once again greets you all as guard goes and gets her, and she asks you for your report on exactly what is going on. I'm assuming you all tell her that you met the phase spider?
Yeah, well, we killed about 4 more of the wolf spiders.
Oh, those weren't wolf spiders.
They were giant spiders.
We killed 4 giant spiders.
Don't mind him. He's kind of dumb.
Yeah, he's just exhausted because he had to exert himself running. Because we came across a swarm and a phase spider. We didn't want to tangle with those at the same time.
I love how you're all dissing the healer.
Phase spider?
Did we make sure Fate was here?
It's that.
Everyone's here.
Yeah,
The blue and white
I'm
one you
here.
mentioned.
Ah. The spider demon. Yes. So you've met it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that you're too wounded to deal with it. It doesn't sound like you've slain it.
Sadly, no.
You're doing a bit more exploring before heading up when we witnessed it, so
Yeah.
that's our goal for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're trying to do this with more caution than trying to just sacrifice ourselves dumbly.
Do you by chance
Yes,
know
of
how many
course.
levels are down there?
The mines are vast. If you wish for us to name numbers of floors to the mines, that it would be difficult to do so. We've never really counted. We just know.
I understand. Wait,
So
if
it's
you
like
just
instincts.
know, then could you have like a map drawn?
I think it might be just instinctual.
She thinks for a moment. We are not good. What's the word for it?
Cartography?
Cartographers. Yes. Thank you, Elfin One. We're not good cartographers. We've never actually drawn a map of the mines before. If you wish for us to draw one, we can attempt to, but
Any and all would be helpful.
Castron looks
If
at...
you've got paper, I can draw out what we've already explored. I have pretty good memory of where we've been.
Castron remembers the letter we got in of the chicken scratch handwriting.
yeah, exactly. We can provide you with paper to draw a map of what you've explored if you wish, but us drawing the map ourselves would be, well, like I said, we more just know than map.
Wait, did you guys tell us about the gnomes that were executed?
No.
they have not talked about it.
Yeah, me and Bond
Oh.
have not said a word.
So yeah, no. If that's it, then you guys will be led back to your prepared quarters by Sulty, and she'll prepare you paper to be able to draw maps of what you've explored so far, if you wish.
Eris will ask if there's any perhaps potions we may be able to purchase off of them.
He thinks for a moment, and then looks at you a little discouraged. We need all the supplies we can get.
Understandable.
It was just a question we had. It's totally fine.
I do have some things that you might want in trade.
Oh? Such as?
At that point, I'd pulled out the stuff I harvested.
Her eyes go a little bit wide. Ooh. Some of the big ones. And not only that, but you're able to salvage their poison sacs. That's very good.
I thought maybe you guys could use it.
She looks at the chitin and at the poison sacs as well as at the fangs, and she looks down for a moment before looking up at you with a nod. If you wish to barter, then we'll see what we can do about this. So she goes ahead and she calls some, not guards this time, but what looks like what might be one of the clerics that you've seen before, Bon. That seem to be actually playing the same beat that you hear throughout the entire mine that the kobolds are all working to. And the cleric stops and she comes over. And they say something in Draconic, which Eris, you hear is going to go to the storage and bring some of the healing supplies to the guests' quarters. And the cleric gives a nod before scampering off. If you have no other requests, I can lead you to your quarters for you to be able to rest up. We will see what we can do about procuring the supplies for you.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you. That would be very grateful and helpful.
He gives a nod before, as always, slowly leading you back to the quarters in order to let you guys rest, and we will continue next week from there.
Wahoo!
You can put skills on like the hot tabs down here, so you don't have to search for them every time. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can also put abilities like attacks that you almost constantly do,
That's awesome.
amongst other things. You can put them on the taskbar.
Yay for thinking ahead and harvesting get supply.
Yep.
Yeah. Seems they
I
had
good
it-
job.
trade with goods than with gold. So
I had a
also-
huge grin on my face when you decided to do that. I was just like, oh, thank God someone did it.
Well, Eris is not very good with that kind of stuff.
Castron would not touch those spiders. I
Yeah.
was hoping someone would. I'm like, oh, I hate playing a finicky character. I love him, but I'm also like, oh, bud, get your hands dirty.
It seems they prefer trade with, goods than with gold.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how kobolds are for the most part. They don't really have a need for material wealth.
Nah, Bon is fine doing all the dirty work.
My wisdom is crap, so I couldn't survive.
It's okay.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask if you could whenever you can get the time to make a little thing for my sorcery points.
Oh, yeah, I can actually... I'll probably do that next time, as I can't quite remember how to do that at the moment. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. I was just trying to throw out a reminder because we mentioned it last week too.
I think I have to, like, click on powers and...
I don't know why they just don't have a thing baseline for it. You'd think they would.
Yeah, they would.
And